better.
It's still weird.
I know. It's still a funky, weird color, but I don't know what to do about it.
Don't let him on your shawl.
Oh, well. It's okay. Whoops, sorry.
Maybe don't let him fall
as
either.
You fall off my lap. Is that shawl slippery?
Well, I don't know what to do about this.
Either.
I mean, sometimes the Apple thing fixes it.
Okay.
Or not the Apple thing, but the iMovie
Yeah.
thing.
Well, we're just going to hope that happens.
Are we? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
Well, I was about to grab it and do something.
If you want to grab it and do something, go for it.
I don't know exactly what I'd do. Just shake it around a little bit.
Yell at it.
We're just going to have to be started because now I want to tell the story about me using a plunger in the toilet a long time ago.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, because when I was just saying that I would just shake this.
Okay.
A long time ago when I lived in one of my apartments, my toilet started overflowing.
Nice.
And I had never experienced that before.
Wow.
Didn't know what the heck was going on. So I call, of course, my mom.
Yeah.
Tells me to call your brother. So I call my brother, the one who's deceased now.
Yeah.
He's like, well, get a plunger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
What do I do with that?
So I had one, I guess. I don't know if apartments used to come with them or if somehow I had one. I mean,
miraculously appeared.
I don't know why I had one. Because I didn't know what to do with it.
Oh,
so I literally stuck it in the toilet and just kind of shook it around.
Wow.
You gotta understand, I moved out between 16 and 17, so I was probably, still at that point, I was probably 20, but anyway.
Obviously no one had shown you how to use a plunger before.
When have I needed it?
Well, I don't know. Usually people do need it sometime in their lifetime.
But at
before
that point I hadn't.
You hadn't
really?
Up to that point. Yeah. We have a plunger in our bathroom.
I know, but did your girls at 10 use it?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, seriously.
Okay. Well,
we had to upgrade to a heavy-duty plunger.
How old were you when you first plunged?
Do you remember the exact
and
moment?
Do you still have a standard plunger, or do you have a heavy-duty one?
We have a heavy-duty one, yeah.
Yeah, we want to know. That could be a prompt for... We're going to have to do a giveaway this episode, if for no other reason.
Just to find out.
Just so we can ask
people's experience
the plunger
with the
question.
Plunger, yes, that's very important.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds want to know.
So my brother came over and ended up doing it for me.
And laughed at you.
Oh, totally. And that was one of those things I never lived down.
And now you know how to use a plunger, though.
I do.
Right? Okay,
I do.
that's good.
Yep.
That's good. I was going to say, if you still don't know how to use a plunger, we need to stop this video.
Go do one.
Go show you.
Excuse us while we
go learn how to use the plunger.
Unplug a toilet.
Yes, exactly.
Well, just so y'all know, none of our toilets are plugged right now. So.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good news.
Okay, so back to this. Do you think I should, do something or just let it go?
Just in that kind of mood where I don't care.
Okay.
I don't. All right. But if you care, I want you to look the best you can possibly look.
Well, the other side to that, the flip side is that I can blame everything on the lighting.
Or blame it on me. Leslie wouldn't let me tweak it anymore.
Well, no, because we've already...
Okay.
You've already been too agreeable for that. So I don't get to throw you under the bus for that. But, all right. Well, sorry if we look weird. Well...
When don't we look weird? That's the question. It's probably more times that we don't.
Let's just jump to the weather report.
That's what everybody wants to know anyway.
Exactly. So really, though, maybe I will just kind of...
tweak it a little bit.
Just put it more on me.
Well, you are brighter, so it's in more ways than one, probably. Maybe. But you look brighter.
Yeah, but I could... I think it's... Do you think it's... Or... Is that better?
I don't know.
Both there now.
Probably. It looks wonderful.
You don't really look at us that much anyway, do you?
That's right. I hope not.
Well, I mean, when we show stuff, you do. But
yeah, but then it's covering our face.
Right.
So.
No, I was thinking about that because,
oh, my gosh. And our weather.
Right.
So it's been beautiful. It's beautiful here, but super cold and windy. Not super cold, just windy.
No, it's the wind.
Just windy.
That wind brings it down.
So the wind makes it cold. It's like 47 degrees maybe.
Yeah, and that's not
too cold, but it's just so windy that it makes it
And rigid. We've had some windy days recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, I'm wearing my finished turtle dove.
It's lovely. It's so pretty.
I do love it.
It's the best thing ever.
And here's what I learned about it. So I was wearing it the only other time I've worn it so far.
Mm-hmm.
I French braided my hair that day because I wanted to see if it was long enough yet to do that again, and it was. So I was kind of excited. So I had it braided back, and then it was a day kind of like this. It was sunny, but kind of crisp. But it wasn't like super duper cold.
Right.
So I thought, since I'm wearing this big heavy sweater, I'd probably be fine just wearing the sweater and maybe my fingerless gloves or something. So Oso and I went for a walk. Well, then the wind picked up. And I didn't realize how much insulation your hair gives you when it's all around your head versus pulled back.
Yeah.
And then because I had it in a braid, I hadn't put a hat on.
Okay.
I was freezing.
Yeah.
And, at that point it wasn't windy. So, because you have to know every detail about this entire event of me wearing my sweater. I want y'all to feel like you were right here in Gladstone that day.
What hour was it?
It was probably like noonish.
Okay.
Gosh, where did I gone? But I can tell you this, and this is like the cherry on top. Okay. I was out cleaning up dog poop when the wind picked up.
Nice.
And I realized it's freaking cold out here. Yeah. So I went in and put on a tank top under this sweater. And that made all the difference.
Totally. So, I always wear a tank top under it.
Oh, I'm not now because you know how I get too warm.
Yes.
So this really is the perfect sweater because even if you run warm like I do, just don't wear anything.
Exactly. It's still just light. And
but if it's cold out and you want some added warmth, you just put a tank top underneath. Yes. Or even like if you had one of those, like a thermal shirt or something underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd toast in it.
Totally.
So, cannot recommend it enough. Sweater. It is an awesome sweater. I can totally see why you were so enchanted with it and then considered knitting another one.
Oh, almost finished my second one.
Yeah. That's another story too.
Yep, almost finished the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the tale of those woes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bummed me out. It still bums me out. I'm still like traumatized by it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wondering what to exactly do.
You haven't decided yet?
No, I've started something else with it, but I'm
Should we have this conversation now? Do you want to just dive in?
We could.
We've opened the wound, so I think we should probably just pour the salt in.
Okay, so I went back and forth. I had knit a second turtle dove, actually using the size that it called for, which was 10.75. Because on my original turtle dove, I used, I think, 10.5. Yeah. I didn't have a 10.75. And I got to the point, I had already knitted most of one sleeve. The other sleeve, I hadn't knitted at all the other sleeve, obviously. I just knit one. It was almost done.
Well, why is that?
And I thought, I don't know, because you usually don't knit both sleeves at the same time.
Oh, gotcha.
So if one's almost done, you don't have the other one almost done. So I thought, I'm going to try it on, just see, how I like it. I tried it on. It was ginormous. I know that's not a word. That's just a Leslie word. But I could fit like two of me in it. And I knit the size medium, which is what I'd knit before. So I mean, the only thing I think of is that little bit of difference in needle size made a huge difference.
Interesting. Because this one...
Do you think that's true?
I mean,
I'm like racking my brain going, did I knit the first one that fit so well on a 10, not a 10.5?
Maybe.
I don't know, because I'm just from going from 10.5 to 10.75, like really that made that much of a difference? I don't know. So that kind of baffles me.
And since you don't do gauge swatches, we'll never know.
I know. But it just irritated me so badly because when I put it on, it didn't look good.
Well, so like when you had it, you could lay your other one over it and compare sizes. I mean, you could see them side by side.
Yeah, I could. I just tried it on and could tell.
Yeah. And
I knit it longer, which I wanted. I wanted it just a tad bit longer. That was fine. And then for my ribbing at the bottom, I just did 1x1 rib all the way around. I didn't do the split hem, and I didn't just bind off like the pattern calls for. And I kind of liked that, but kind of didn't. I kind of missed the split hem.
Yeah.
So part of me was like... So I vacillated. I was like, maybe I'll rip it all the way up to the armpit and then switch to size 10.5 and knit the rest. Because if the top half's a little bit bigger, that's okay.
Yeah.
But then I just was like, forget it. Nope, I'm ripping it all out. So we had a rip-out party. My daughter and her boyfriend were over, and they volunteered nicely to... Because I had two balls going at the same time,
Yeah.
So they both were doing it together, winding it into balls for me.
That's cute.
So then... I had printed off this pattern, which when I did my Insta story, I don't know why I didn't record it. I'm thinking about doing this pattern. What do you guys think? And it didn't record. I don't know what happened. It ran out of time or something. So anyway, I had bought this. It's by, it was in the, I don't know how you pronounce it, Lena magazine. I don't know. It's called the Murray, I don't know, by Joanna. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'll just show you. But this is the sweater. And it calls for... So to me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, but yet not.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a completely different sweater. It's knit with super chunky yarn.
Okay.
So the Woolfolk Left is considered chunky, I think is what it's considered.
Now, is there a difference between chunky and bulky?
Well, I looked it up.
Okay.
And it kind of is. There's kind of a difference. And at first, I started knitting this pattern.
Such a cute picture.
Isn't that cute?
She has a picture of Keely on her.
I at first knitted it with, I'm just going to look it up again just so I make sure that
Do you never shut down any windows?
I do.
Okay.
I just haven't, you know. It's been one of those days.
Sorry. I'm not judging how many windows you have open on your phone. It just...
I should.
It looked like a deck of cards.
It pretty much is, yeah. So Woolfolk Luft is considered, it's considered super bulky.
Oh, it is.
So I was like, hey, what's super bulky versus super chunky?
Right.
You know?
I want to know.
Yeah, so I kind of looked it up. There was kind of differing views, you know. So at first, I just started knitting this sweater with one strand of Woolfolk Luft. Well, it was very wholly loose. And I was like, it's not the tight gauge. So I decided, I ripped it out. And then I started doubling it. Okay. So, and it definitely looks... Now, again, I did not do a gauge swatch, so I hope I don't...
Well, you could now.
I could. I totally can. That's true. That's true. So I have started it. It's a top-down... let's see, this is so it's not much here. I just started it yesterday, but it's top down and then you pick up for the neck to do that big, huge turtleneck look.
Oh, okay.
But so far, I love this pattern because they talked about how it is super easy for even beginners. Every other round's a knit round. Every other round is a purl round. It's a quick and uncomplicated knit, easy enough for beginners and rewarding for more experienced knitters. So it's just nice. I think it's a good pattern for, you know, beginners or whatever. And so far the pattern's been extremely easy to read and understand. And I love when sweaters are only like 2 pages long. Sorry. I mean, they're 4 pages, but I did front and back.
Oh, you do?
So it makes
it doesn't drive you nuts. Like, I know that it's more earth friendly and stuff.
Right.
But I hate having both sides printed on.
Well, I don't mind as long as I don't have info that I have to flip back for, which
true.
So far this one I haven't. But it's very simple, and I like that. I just felt like I needed something just kind of... But it's sad because as I'm knitting this, I'm still thinking about... your
turtle dove.
A turtle dove in this color.
But you know what? Once you get that done, that's going to replace this in that color.
I don't know though. I kept thinking of a turtle dove in this color. I love this color.
I know, but the one...
But this will be very squishy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be very squishy.
And it's going to have kind of the neck thing.
Yes, the neck that I like.
M-E-R-I?
M-E-R-I, yeah. Yeah. It's by Joanna, or Jonah, not Joanna.
Jonah, like...
Or Jonna. I don't know if it's Jonna or Jonna.
Like the name of the guy that went in the fish?
Well, he spelled it differently.
Oh, okay. So, that's...
This is Jonna.
Jonna. Because I have to look this up later.
To
put on the show notes. No, I think I got it.
Okay.
Because I want to know, and then I know you guys are going to want to know what it is.
Yeah. So I hope I don't, but I have so much of this yarn. I even ordered another skein of it, and it's kind of ridiculous.
So how many total are you going to have?
I don't even know. Because I've wound it, now it's into these huge balls.
You don't remember how many you've purchased over
I have no idea. Okay. Because I've purchased some from Starlight. I went and ordered some from, I want to tell you guys because they actually had some. Tolt yarn and wool. And they're so quick in their shipping. I was very impressed. It got to me really, really quickly. I know they're pretty close to us too, up in Washington. Mm-hmm. That helps. But
Carnation or something.
Yeah.
So cute.
But they had the color. So I ordered 2 more when I was doing, why can't I think of the name of the sweater?
Turtle dove?
Turtle dove, thank you. When I was knitting the turtle dove, I was like,
you're trying to put
in
it
this
out of
color.
Your head, aren't you?
I think so. I'm blocking it out. I ordered 2 more, and then as I was knitting, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I need another one? So then I frantically went on and ordered another one, which is coming. And I was like, I probably have like 12 or 13. I don't even know how many skeins. I've lost track.
Yeah.
It's really ridiculous.
It's funny.
But then I thought to myself, you know what? I can knit a hat out of it. I like this stuff so much that I will find something to knit with it. But it is ridiculous.
No, I did the same thing. I mean, I bought 12 skeins of this in this color.
How much do you have left?
Well, I would have had 3.
Okay.
But I had to break into the last one to finish a sleeve.
Okay, yeah.
And so I did mine extra long, like extra long.
Nice.
Yeah, because I wanted it long.
Yeah.
I think I easily could have done, so I did the size large on the 10.75.
Yeah.
I think I could have done the medium on the 10.75s. Definitely. Still just gone the length that I wanted.
Exactly.
And because it's plenty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have had to get into that last skein just to do like that much of a sleeve. But, and I did the sleeves where I wanted them. Good. So they're, just about whatever that's considered.
Is that bracelet length?
I don't know. I think it's probably higher than
just
that.
Just 3/4.
I think it's 3/4. Just
probably
because if I don't, I'm always pushing them up anyway.
Exactly.
So I figured why.
No, I think it's a great length. I really like that length. And this one, too, I'm hoping I have enough yarn because since I'm doubling it, you use double the amount.
Right.
It calls for, in my size, 770 yards, but...
Oh. Well, you should probably be fine because you probably had about 1,400.
I hope so.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous. That is the one problem with buying yarn as you go. Because, like, I know people are very money conscious, and I am seriously very money conscious. Like, I don't spend a ton of money on yarn. I try not to, but then I just spent that much.
It depends on who you're... Okay, a couple things.
Well, let me finish my thought first, though, because I feel like this is the problem, though, with buying a skein at a time, is then you lose track of how many skeins you've ordered, and you forget how much you're actually spending, and then who knows how much I ended up spending. I mean, a lot.
Well, I can tell you. Because
but you don't know how many skeins exactly I ordered, so I don't know.
Okay, well,
I mean, I bought at least 4 or 5 from Starlight, and then at least 3 in the mail. I don't know. But that's the thing. I feel like it's bad. It's bad. It's poor management and poor money spending.
I thought it was funny when you, and I'm not judging because I'm the worst, but when you were saying that, if you just buy it as you go, it doesn't cost as much.
Well, no, it costs the same, but I feel like I can eat it more.
Uh-huh.
I can digest it more.
Yes. I understand.
Yes. I feel like if I break it up over several weeks,
yeah,
it's more palatable to me. If I buy it all at once and I see it's over $100, then it freaks me out thinking I'm spending that much on a sweater.
I know because, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't do that with every sweater. In fact, I was going to bring some yarn today from Hobium, but I didn't bring it because I was like, I had so much other stuff to bring. But there's a sweater I want to start knitting, and the pattern was free, so I brought the pattern so I can show you guys. But it's way cheaper, and I just thought,
oh, sure.
Although I do have to pair it with some mohair, so that's going to cost. I need to still find some mohair to go with it, But yeah, I mean, most sweaters I'm trying to be more conscious of the cost because it really is ridiculous. It can get really expensive.
It can.
And if you don't love the sweater at the end, then you just feel like...
Then it hurts.
Yeah, then it hurts.
It kind of makes you
nauseous. At least the turtle dove, I adore it. It's my favorite sweater so far. So, but I think it's probably my most expensive sweater, too. I was trying to think of all my other sweaters.
Is that a coincidence? Because obviously the nice yarn knits nicer. But if it's nicer yarn and the pattern that you don't love, it's not gonna...
Well, and it depends on what you consider nice. I mean, I have some sweaters that are super woolly, that some people wouldn't like.
Right.
But I love, but they were cheaper yarn.
When she says some people, we all know that she's talking about me.
And other people out there. But but it's funny because those are some of the warmest sweaters I have, and I do like them for the warmth and the rusticness of it. So I don't know. I mean, but I do try to not spend that much. So I feel slightly bad for... I feel like I've knit this like 5 times already.
Well, you know what? There you go.
It's ridiculous.
I've
gotten my use out of
That's
it. That's
exactly right. You've been very cost effective. You just keep knitting that into a few different things, and that's going to be the cheapest sweater you ever knit.
Or whatever it turns out to be. It might turn out to be nothing because I might ruin the yarn.
Well, there's that risk.
Yeah. But it is soft and squishy. And I'm having fun knitting this. I don't know. I debated because I was like, I've never knit a sweater twice. Well, I've knit it twice and made mistakes. You know what I mean? But never knit on purpose two sweaters twice. So to me, I was like, when I was debating on the turtle dove or do something totally different, I was like, Leslie, just do something totally different. You love your turtle dove. You did it. Move on to something else. So I don't know if that'll be a mistake or not, but I hope I like this one a lot. We shall see.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
It should be a quick knit, though, because, I mean, it's super bulky. So.
I know, because this... single was fast, so double it up.
And it should go pretty quick, I'm hoping.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, fun.
What are you working on, my dear?
I've kind of turned into like a monogamous knitter, almost. I think because I have so many things I want to get done.
Yeah.
So I've just been, once I finished this, my mohair came, so I was able to get back to work on my boyfriend cardigan.
Oh, nice.
Which I only say the name of the pattern because that's the pattern that I bought and mostly am using, but I'm not saying that I recommend it.
Yeah.
And I think I discussed that before, so I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but it's just not the most well-written pattern that I've ever...
Easy to understand, yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say most well-written, because I'm not trying to dog the person. I think
we don't write patterns, obviously.
Right.
Who are we?
We need them special. I needed the special version.
We need them extremely simplified for us.
So, if you've knit a lot of different cardigans or sweaters or whatever, maybe you'd be like... But then if you have, you probably wouldn't even get the pattern because you'd already...
Well, people say that about different patterns too. Petite knit even. I had Dear Sweet was talking about a sweater she was knitting, and she said she was having a really tough time understanding it and stuff. And it's just interesting how some people struggle with certain designers, and then certain designers, people are like, oh, it's so easy. It's to each his own. Everybody reads it differently or understands it differently. Yeah. So
this is the Miss Babs and some casual fashion queen mohair held together.
Nice.
And I went, again, long, because I like long sweaters. Mm-hmm. And then I was almost to the point where I could bind off, but I wasn't sure if I wanted a little bit more ribbing or if I thought that was enough. What do you think?
I think that's good. It's more than 2 inches.
It's more than the pattern called for, but I kind of like those
thick,
I don't know,
or deep ribs. Yeah.
I just want to keep going because I want it to be a long sweater, but I also want to get it done.
Have you tried it on to see how long it is? To see
kind of,
See if it's.
I mean, I have. I've tried it on. I've even split the. I know. I'm sorry. We have a critic here.
Yes.
Like, would you stop?
Quit moving around.
Yeah. He's got. There we go. Yarn between his toes. Sorry, I looked at the dog and now I forget what we were talking about.
Her mind just...
I do. I mean, it's just like, oh, it's the baby.
Everything else goes out the window.
It totally does.
So funny.
I know we're talking about sweater.
Ribbing, you tried it on.
Oh, yeah. So I tried it on. I took the stitches and put them on 2 different needles even just so I'd have plenty of room and not pull anything off the needles. Tried it on, marked it, measured how much more I wanted. I did that a couple times. So I'm hoping that ultimately I'm happy with the length, but...
And I wonder how much it'll grow when you wash it and block it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Because it's a silk something... I swear I just had I saw one more skein of the black sitting here, but it's probably... Oh, it's right up there, so I can't reach it.
Oh, bummer.
But anyway, it's like a silk wool something, so I don't know how much that would grow.
Yeah, I don't think silk grows too much.
I don't think so either.
I don't know, though. I know nothing.
But we're going to pretend that
we're going to,
Silk, you're fine.
Yeah. So I would definitely, if you like the length now, then I would say it's good.
Yeah, and then I think what I'll do, because I have to still then go and pick up the stitches and do the thing around, which
I know. I hate cardigans.
Nobody likes doing that. But
I just feel like it's a whole nother sweater.
It's a little bit of work, but I would rather do that than sleeves.
Really?
I hate sleeves.
See, sleeves are like, and I don't like sleeves either, but to me, sleeves are like the home run. Like, I'm almost there.
Even just doing these short sleeves, I was like, oh my God, I hate this. And I'd do a couple, and then I'd be like, oh, this is such torture. And I only had to go like that far on big, thick yarn.
I know, they're pretty short sleeves.
So I was thinking before picking up the band, maybe I'd do the sleeves. Since for me, that's the thing I hate most.
Yeah, get that done.
And then, do that. So...
Yeah. And my thing, too, is I've just never had good luck with cardigans picking up the right amount of stitches for the collar. So...
Yeah, I remember you had problems with that one. Was that a cardigan?
Yeah, Andrea Mowry.
Oh, right. Yeah,
the faded cardigan. Thing. Yeah, I don't think I picked up enough, so it didn't lay right.
That's because you'd gone longer.
Yes,
made some
yes.
But see, when I do it, I don't even count like how many stitches they tell you.
You just pick up.
I just pick up kind of at the rate that they say to.
Okay.
And then I don't know about you, but when you're knitting yours, do you slip your first stitch of every row? Because that helps a lot when you're picking up stitches. Okay. Oh gosh, it makes a huge difference.
Okay. So after you've picked them all up?
No, like when you're knitting the length.
The actual thing, you
the
slip
whole
the
body,
first stitch.
yeah.
I would have if it called for it, but I don't know if it called for it. It's been so long since I did
just
that
a note to yourself. Yeah. If you're ever going to be doing anything where you're going to be going back and picking up stitches, slip that first stitch on every knit row.
Oh, okay.
And purl row. Just the first stitch, not the first and last.
Yeah.
But that it just... then you don't have yarn. It's not a stitch. It's so much easier to just pick the stitches up. So
good to know. Good to know.
So that's all I've been. Oh yeah. No, I'll pull that out in a minute. And besides, never mind. And that's not all I've been working on. Wow. Right. Okay. So how about you?
You're working on more. Well, I just had one finished object, the Slip Knit Love shawl, which I feel like it's been done forever.
That's because we went so long without doing this.
3 weeks. I think this is the front. I don't know. I think that is.
Now, have you gotten past the point where you only see the design in the camera?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
I can still only see it. Like I saw it in my pictures on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But when I look at it, I don't see it. It's so weird.
That is so funny.
Must be my eyeballs. I don't know. Something's up. So I love knitting this, but I definitely wish it was a lot bigger.
Okay.
Deeper. Yep, deeper.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it just...
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, most people would love it and be totally fine with it. I like big, bulky sweaters.
Well, would you be happy with it just as like a cowl type wrap instead of like a big shawl wrap?
It's fine. I just don't feel like it's like super warm. Like I put it on.
It doesn't have to be.
I know, but to me it's like, why wear it if it's not like...
Because it looks good.
I know.
Okay, give it here.
I know.
Look it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Granted, I'm not like supermodel material.
Oh,
but,
yes, you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with that weird colored flesh.
Oh my.
Like, you know what we should do? We should just start saying I have some sort of disorder.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I do.
Yeah. So I'm still undiagnosed, probably.
I mean,
it's soft.
It's so funny that you think it has to be like... the goal isn't to sweat every time you put knits on.
I know. I don't know. To me, it's like, why would I wear this? Why?
Because it's like a necklace.
I know. I guess I have to get over it.
You have to get over that.
I don't know. So it's been sitting in my room.
Oh, goodness.
With some other shawls.
Yeah. And I love how it looks. I mean, it just has not just the design, but that whatever the yarns are.
Yeah.
It looks like they lay really nice.
Yeah. And the off-white was a single ply, which I don't think I had ever knit with single ply yarn ever.
I know you've said that, so what do you think?
I love it.
Oh,
I love
good.
it. I think it's pretty. And
It's gorgeous.
the other two weren't single ply and they went really well together. So, I mean, it's pretty and it was fun to knit. It was very addicting. I love the slip stitch mosaic knitting. I would definitely like to do more of it because to me it's a great way to do, it seems like color work without having to carry all that yarn, bunch of stuff. Yeah. So so I loved it. So that was
nice.
Knit Slip Love. Is that what it is?
Something like that. Slip knit love. Sip slip knit. I don't know.
Knit. I don't. Oh my gosh! As I drop it 20 times and then move our table.
Knock the camera over next.
I know. Slip knit love.
Okay.
Yes. So it was a fun pattern. And thanks to Joyce from Ruby Moss Cottage. She's the one that knit it first. And when I saw hers, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to knit. I have to knit that. So.
Cool.
Hers was beautiful. And I did not block this aggressively either. I mean, they did say in the pattern to really pin it out, and I don't anymore with shawls. I pretty much wash them, and I drape them over a chair.
You got your chair thing going on.
I have my chair thing going on. And so, with just, with Ev running around the house, it's just leaving something pinned out with pins.
It'd be like if you had a cat. I mean,
gosh.
You'd have to have a dedicated room.
Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah.
So, to me, it probably would have grown more. I'm curious. I'd have to go back and watch Joyce's podcast when she showed hers, how big hers was. But I also thought I would love to do this kind of a shawl in a bulkier weight yarn, like to make it really a lot bigger and,
Well, that would do it.
That would be...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Double up some of that stuff right there. You'd have a nice
that thing would be huge. Can you imagine how expensive that would be?
Oh my, no.
That'd be insane.
Well, we saw some things that would be really expensive but very cool when we went to Madrona.
Yes. We'll have to talk about. I know we have so much to talk about. So anyway, I'll shut up about that. But I'm glad that's done because it was nice to get it off the needles. And I don't have any other shawls on the needles right now, I don't think. So that's crazy.
Wow.
I feel like I've been knitting shawls like crazy.
You kind of went on a little bit of a binge.
I did. What else are you working on, my dear?
That poncho.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I brought on the train because I didn't want to bring the big bulky.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it's by Stephen B.
Tasseled poncho?
Thank you. Yeah, tasseled poncho. But it's like Fresna or something. It's got some name that's interesting.
Okay.
Well, I know. So these are the ones with the Macmillan fiber.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of looking at it funny because I haven't actually looked at it since...
Not funny.
Since our trip because then I got back to this.
Yeah.
And then got back to my cardigan. So I'm getting ready to do...
I'll keep it backwards.
I probably do.
I mean, not that it matters.
No,
it's still really pretty.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
So I think I'll have to start working on this again because I like it a lot and I love the colors.
Yeah.
This
really
is where my... You know how when you put a project away for a while and you missed your little markers?
Yeah, they're so cute.
I know because it's so...
Yeah.
And Nina, my aunt
they've
tutor.
missed you.
I know, it's so sad.
Are you feeling frantic at all? Like now that the weather's turning, I'm starting to feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get these sweaters done. I want to wear them. I want to wear all. Like the other day, I went through my hand knit sweaters and I was like, okay, what have I not worn this season yet? I got to wear it.
Honey, it snowed last
I know.
And it's plenty
but it's
chilly.
March,
I know.
so I'm like,
it's barely March though.
I know, it's true. But I'm feeling that like, but I'm just going to knit winter sweaters throughout the year. I don't care. That's what I did last year because it's like, I still like them.
Yeah. And
just
then,
can't wear them
and
for a
then
while.
You're ready for
next winter.
Yeah, when it's here.
Next fall. That's true.
So no, I'm not panicked about that. I'm more panicked about the number of whips that I have.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Like all of a sudden I just felt like, well, see all those over there?
Oh, yes.
That's some of them.
All lined up in a row.
Yeah.
Or any in timeout, they're all probably in timeout to a certain degree.
I have, actually, my timeout pile's in another part of the room just because there's just some. Well, actually, one of them is over there. Remember that sushi cowl I was doing like a couple years ago?
Yes.
I still have that on the needles.
How's your shushui?
And I like it.
Shushu, whatever.
Haven't looked at it.
Oh my gosh. And that one was close to being done, right?
I mean, it's getting there. It was getting there. That's past tense for sure.
I think someone was doing a knit along.
We were.
To finish with?
Oh,
was it?
No,
okay,
no.
Like, where have I been?
We kind of had a shisui knit along, but
we had that. But I'm talking. I think
that
somebody had one to where you finish your whips.
You know what?
Chevy Rell was she?
No, well maybe, but one of our podcast friends, she'd asked us if we wanted to co-host one of those. So maybe she just did it without us because we forgot to get back to her.
Oh my gosh.
And darn it, I can't remember. She's over across the pond.
I only have a couple. I mean, I have the hat. Not done.
Oh, that one again.
Yeah, that I need to finish.
Yeah.
And your Maori hat. I have that one. And then I have another sweater on the needles that's just sitting there because I still don't know if I love it or not. Love the yarn choice. I think that might be it. I mean, I have this sweater I brought too that I got to show, but
what's bumming me out is I actually really like all those.
Well, that's good.
That are over there.
If you still really like them, then that's the key. It'd be one thing if you went and looked at them and were like, oh, I don't like that one anymore.
No, I'd even like to finish the sushi shawl. I mean, the sushi cowl.
Oh, cowl,
and the shisui. I follow the shisui tag on Instagram, and so I'll see people's finished ones popping up, and I think, oh, I've just got to do it, and I will.
You will. You will. I mean, you've gone too far. You have to.
I will definitely.
Yeah,
and because I really like it.
Yeah, and you're well over halfway.
Oh, I'm definitely well over halfway. So. And after all that time it took me to rewrite the pattern so that I could understand it, I am finishing it, and I should probably knit like 5 more.
That's right. Right. You are dedicated.
I definitely didn't stop working on it because I didn't like it anymore. I just got sidetracked.
Totally.
Like with this.
Yeah, I know.
And a bunch of other things.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
This sweater here that I'm knitting on, I haven't lost interest.
The rug.
Yeah, the rug. I just feel like, you guys all know, I already talked about it, so I'm not going to talk about it again, but it's the whole color work that I hope looks okay and turns out okay. So I did knit on it a tiny bit, but I don't even know how much. Barely. Maybe a row or 2. So probably not even enough to bring to
But it was 3 weeks ago, so nobody remembers what we did.
That's right. You guys won't remember. But I need to work on it more. It's just, I don't know if I just am coming to the conclusion that I just don't really like color work. I don't know. Because I just feel like when I do color work, when it's done, I'm just like, thank God it's done. I'm not like, yay, it's done.
Can't wait to do another one.
I can't wait. What's the next one? Right. Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm always just like, oh.
Well, but so you found that you like to do color work with the slip stitch style.
Yeah, mosaic knitting. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
This I don't like carrying 2 strands. I don't like having to whatever it's called, cross them in the back, make sure carry it along. And I just don't like making sure my tension's just right. Like, to me, it's too much to think about. I don't know, but it is beautiful. Like when I see people's projects, I'm like, it's gorgeous.
Oh gosh, some of them that I've seen, like that one sweater. It's not just one because people have changed what they've put around it, but one gal has done like the Halloween version where there's like pumpkins and cats and ghosts.
See, they all look awesome.
They're awesome.
They're awesome. I just don't know if it's just not for me. I don't know.
Well, maybe not today.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not. Maybe in a few months you'll be like, "This is like." Remember how you've gone through the shawls and stuff?
That's true. And I haven't knit socks in forever.
I know. That's.
I don't even know if I'd remember. Like I was thinking the other day, would I remember how to even do the fish lips kiss heel? I have not done that in forever.
But
forever.
Yeah. Oh, same. I haven't done the fish because I started using the OMG heel.
Yeah, and see, I use the afterthought heel.
And I wanted to go back and actually, but I really want her to release her bikini. It's like the gal that did the fish lips kiss heel
Yeah.
has done one called like something about a bikini or something.
Oh, interesting.
And she's shown it on Instagram, but she hasn't done the pattern yet. Like she hasn't released the pattern.
Interesting.
And so
hurry up and release that.
I kind of wish she would, because that's the only bikini association I'm going to have.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I always told people I'd wear a bikini when I was pregnant. That'd be the only time I'd wear a bikini.
I wore bikinis like on my honeymoon.
Did you?
Yeah, down in Mexico.
Gosh,
and I looked good in them.
Yeah.
But Jesus, that was many pounds and many years ago. Definitely not the same person.
Yeah.
And it's not like a modesty. I don't mean that. I just mean that I wouldn't look good.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't feel good.
No, I wouldn't look good. I mean, honest to God. We don't have to sugarcoat this.
No, I mean, to me, it's like if you feel good in it, rock it. Who cares?
Sure.
But if you don't feel good in it, that's, to me, that's the more important thing. It's like, you don't feel confident.
Well, I feel good not having a bra on, but for the sake of... I mean, at home, it's butts are off, or bras are off. But anyway, so what you got there?
These are just, I don't know. Are you still knitting on stuff? Do you have more stuff to show?
No, I don't.
Because this is like community service. These
okay.
Patterns
Well, we'll just jump right into community service then. I like that.
Yeah, this is I love Isabel Kramer, and I don't think I've knit something of hers in a while.
I really like that.
This is called the Santa Fe, and I can't remember why I bought it. I mean, I know I like it a lot, but I just can't remember if I had yarn in mind that I thought, ooh, I need this in my life.
What weight of yarn does it call for?
It is... They don't say.
Okay.
It's Jill Draper Mohonk.
Mohonk?
Yeah, Mohonk.
Is that like mohair and
I have no idea.
Goose or duck? Someone that honks?
Mohonk.
It's airy and kind of stinks.
But once you wash it, it's perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I knew, yardage and grams and that kind of, I could probably tell you what it is, but I have no idea.
Okay.
I think I did look it up at one point, but I've had this pattern now for, probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh.
I bought it soon after
It's really cute.
But I think it's really cute. I'll show you all.
Yeah, you guys get to see too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cardigan, but a wrap.
Cardigan wrap. I love things like that.
Yeah.
Like the
so I think I'll like that, yeah.
I should cast that on.
Yeah. So I think, and I like the stitch pattern. I thought it was pretty.
I can't even tell there's a stitch pattern.
Yeah. So it's really pretty. So I purchased that one.
Wow. Yeah. It's just always amazing the difference that it makes when you have the glasses on. I think it might
possibly be a sport weight. If I remember right, I have quite a bit of
because I don't have any sport weight yarns.
You don't?
But there's a way to make it.
You can.
Yeah.
And I think it was because... I have a lot from Hobium, I think.
We would have to know exactly what Mohonk was.
I know. We need to look up what Mohonk is.
Jill Draper and her Mohonk.
What was she thinking?
Whatever it is, I like it, and I want to know more about Mohonk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe we need some Mohonk in our life.
Or we should go Mohonkin.
We probably should look that up before we say that.
I might not want to admit that we go Mohonkin. Might not be something we talk about here.
Just amongst ourselves.
Don't judge us, okay? Whether or not we Mohonk is none of your concern.
But let us know if you Mohonk.
Yeah, please do. We'll start a special thread. The Mohonk along. I like it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe we should move on. Okay, so what you got there?
Okay, so it's Bostrico. I'm addicted to them.
They do come up with some good stuff.
They always release their patterns for free, unless I think they have someone designing or creating the pattern for them. Then of course they charge. But this was by Melissa. She made this, but her cedar point. Yeah.
Is it a shawl or
it's
a sweater?
Okay. It's a sweater. And she wore it on their last podcast, and it was beautiful.
It is really pretty.
Thing is, of course, it's mohair stranded with it. So
okay.
And I have some Hobium yarn that I'm thinking about using. The only problem is I'm not a huge purple girl, and they sent me a lot of purple.
Oh.
So the body of this would be purple, and then I have kind of this camel-y color.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
What kind of purple? Is it like Barney purple? Or,
yeah.
Oh.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. So it's not really my kind of purple.
No.
But when I strand it with mohair, maybe I could disguise it a little bit with a different shade of purple mohair or something with that purple to tone it down maybe a little bit. I don't know. But I love just how it's a very loosey, kind of like this one, I think.
Come here.
So anyway, I need to get mohair. That's the thing. I have to decide on what look I'm going to go with. Because honestly, I prefer just to do it in these two colors, black and beige.
I know.
To me, it's
nice
like,
looking.
it's stunning. It's pretty. It matches so many things.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Okay, let's drag Carrie into this.
Oh, boy. Yes.
Well, because she's got all the dyeing stuff left.
does.
She could over-dye your purple.
Oh. That's an idea.
Or she could give
but
you
would
the
she
stuff.
even be willing to do that? Because she likes purple a lot.
I know.
So she might look at it and go,
yeah.
it's a beautiful purple. But it's a pretty yarn. I wish I would have brought it because I could have shown you guys. But it's got, I think, cashmere in it too. So it's going to drape nice.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a very affordable yarn. So, and I know people are always trying to look for, more affordable yarns and things because yarn can be so expensive. So I want to get this on the needles soon. I have the yarn laying out and I'm trying to decide, like, I need to take that purple with me and either do it and have Carrie do that, or just go somewhere where there's mohair and like try to pick a good purple. And then I don't know if I feel confident of buying a different shade of purple and knowing that it's going to look good knit together. Do black? Yeah.
Or dark gray or something to like
that's true.
Make
to
it
really
deeper.
make it a different, even a different shade almost.
Yeah,
that's true. So anyway, I want to get it on the needles, and I feel like I have the yarn for it, but I still need the mohair. So
here's this one. I'm not going to steal your your pattern.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. But and then I have some other community
some other stuff. So we'll go on with our community service because apparently that's where we're at.
I guess. I mean, we could talk about Madrona, or we could talk.
We'll get to that because we have a little bit of community service from there. So, I had mentioned I think last time we podcast that I was going to go back like the next day to Starlight or so to get my bag.
Yeah,
and so I did.
Yes,
my twill and print.
So pretty.
This is what was this like Mama Grizzly or Mama Bear or something?
I don't know.
So I
right.
love it. I'm using it as my all-purpose purse bag.
Nice.
I'm only having a select number of pins on there because I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I did just get my new Desert Vista Dye Works one. I love it. I love her new logo with the cactus.
That's cute.
It's so adorable. Anyway, this bag is huge.
Mm-hmm. We like big bags and we cannot lie.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
that's all kinds of stuff in there.
And so then I can also throw a knitting project in here if I want to, but
that'd be nice.
It is just I use it every day for going to the store or
that's awesome.
Whatever. So
very cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
And then my other bag. So I think I also mentioned that I'd ordered another bag from Kitchen Clutter, which I had seen, resisted.
Yes.
Finally pulled the trigger and ordered it. Then we went and I found this other bag and was like, oh my God, I have to have that. So then after buying the twill and print one, I felt like I should not have bought that Kitchen Clutter one. Now I kind of regret it. But I wasn't going to try to cancel it. I mean, what do? I ordered it. Then it came.
And I would have bought it from you.
Then it came.
I know.
And I love it.
It is amazing.
Love it.
It is amazing. I love it.
It's like...
does she have any more of those?
I don't know. You'll have to look. This is Pendleton wool, which really, in and of itself, means nothing to me until now that I have it. Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah.
And it's got a cream-colored lined interior, which I like because then you can see what's in there.
Yes.
And
not too dark.
The size of this thing.
That is an awesome size.
It is.
I love her bags. Like the army green one I have with the orange plaid lining inside. It's like it's one of my favorite bags. Yeah. And so to have one in that size, it would be just like.
It's a great size.
It's perfect. And so what size is that considered her large, or like when you order it, what do you?
I don't know. I was actually surprised when I got it because I never can figure out
what either.
Size. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like how would I even know?
Pull out a ruler or tape measure? No.
Exactly.
No, I did not. And it's got the leather strap that this time I'm really going to try to keep my dog away from.
Oh, yes.
Remember my green one?
Yes.
He got you. But anyway, I do. I love this. Love it.
Amazing bags. All right.
So, Leslie's pulling it up. Hi,
I'm
honey.
looking. It's kind of still loading here.
So what else I have is I already mentioned, but I'll mention.
Oh, here. Is that it?
It's like that, but that looks like a different.
Do you know if that's the right size?
But let me see.
How do you know the size?
Well, we can pull mine up that I purchased.
Is that the price you paid?
Yeah, it was around that.
All right. But maybe that's it.
Maybe that is it. Oh, I can't look because we're using mine. But that does look an awful lot like it, and I think that was the price.
Okay. Well, then that should be it.
Looks just like it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
There's only one available.
Right now, you better do it.
But I want to make sure it's the right size.
You want to? Well, let's measure this one.
How?
With a tape measure.
Oh, with I'm like against this one. I'm such an idiot.
No, not an idiot. Just we just weren't on the same page.
Because I was like, I don't think she lists the size. I wish I knew.
No, I think it does have like measurements.
Oh,
doesn't
probably
it?
Item details.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 15 inches wide by 12 inches tall.
Okay, let's do this all together.
Okay.
Because I think we might need your guys' help.
I know.
Okay, so bag.
So 15 inches wide.
This
that
way?
looks about right. Yeah, wide.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. It almost matches my shirt too. See, I have to have it.
This does say, I mean, this is like, I get 14, but probably in measuring terms.
Yeah, it's laid out.
Okay, so.
Okay, and then 12 inches tall, which that's probably about right.
Yeah, that's
my
it.
Gosh.
Do it. Come on, you guys, do it. Peer pressure.
I know, it is peer pressure.
Look at it. Do you want to touch it?
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't
Okay.
even care. I just love it.
All right.
I think I have to change my visa though, because my visa's changed. So.
Oh. Well, you just take care of that, and I'll. Oh, so this is the my mohair that I'm putting into my cardigan. Casual fashion queen.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is the Jessica Jones. I think
so pretty.
I'm glad that I ordered how much I ordered, because considering I still have the whole band and then the sleeves.
Yeah.
Goes through this pretty quick.
Okay, I'm going to order it. I have to change my credit card info, so it's gonna take a minute.
Okay.
Because I don't have it all memorized. I have to get my credit card out.
Oh, is it like somewhere else?
It's in my bag down there. You know. So
let's just pause everything.
I know.
Maybe when we come back, my face will look better.
There's hoping. There's that.
Every time. So I did pre-order the Marie Green's Olive Knits seamless knit sweaters in 2 weeks. Definitely.
Is that a guarantee?
Yeah, okay.
2 weeks.
I want my money back for everything.
If I can't knit this in 2 weeks.
Right. It has some cute ones in it. I liked it.
Well, she's adorable.
And so if you haven't checked this out, it was very reasonable. It was like 12 something from Amazon.
We love Marie Green. She's wonderful.
So
she has amazing patterns.
I'm not going to try to do anything in 2 weeks.
You're not going to commit to anything
look
right
at
now.
that. That's really cute.
It is super cute. It looks very comfortable.
Very casual.
Yeah. Very pretty.
Well, what got me, because I don't usually buy books anymore, but she was posting sneak peeks every day about the patterns that were coming out in this.
Yeah.
And I realized after a few days of that I really liked
Might as well
them.
just buy the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because really, if you buy a $7 or $8 sweater pattern.
Oh, yeah.
And if I knit
book is
2
worth
out of
it.
here, I've paid for it.
Exactly. That's
and
how we justify things.
I could see.
I just hate knitting from books. But somebody did say, isn't there a way if you buy the book to be able to get the pattern on Ravelry or something?
Oh, that I have no idea.
Because to me, I don't like knitting from books. It's not fun.
I hear you. Well, I mean, I just photocopy it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That works.
Yeah. I'm okay with that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because I would photocopy. But you're right, I would not just sit there with
I
a
did
book.
that with my that long sweater with the pockets, and that was annoying. Just knit it from the book. I should have just photocopied.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I didn't. But.
This thing's cute. It's kind of like the thing that you were looking at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like the big.
A little bit.
I like the
I do
big
too. It's kind
sleeves
of like
that.
wrappy kind of things.
It'd be a good thing over a spring dress or something, you know?
Yeah.
If it's still chilly at night or something. Yeah.
Because we are moving into the, thinking of wearing our sweaters with other things because
we have to wear sweaters all year long.
I'd like to.
I'd like to too. Yeah.
So to go somewhere really cold.
Yeah, I like the orange one.
Yeah. Did you?
Well, because I like orange.
Yeah.
I like that color orange.
It's a nice color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a pretty fall sweater.
Yeah, it does.
It's really
I think
cute.
they're all top down. Is that what they said?
I think so. Yeah, I think it is. Because to me, that would be the easiest.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I don't actually know, but I think it might have been.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is that. Well, and then the skein that I bought up in Madrona. That's all I've.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I'm forgetting something.
Well, I bought Amber from Maker's Haven, who's now an author. Or do you call women authoresses?
No.
Authoress?
I think just an author.
An author? Okay.
I
Well,
think so.
But I bought her book on Luna Time. So
What's Luna Time?
Well, it's a book. You just have to read it.
Oh, I see.
That's what the book's
no,
called.
okay.
Yes.
I thought you were saying it's about Luna Time, like
Oh.
a book on...
On Luna Time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But it's actually just On Luna Time.
On Luna Time. So by
so
Amber
is it
Crawley.
It's a novel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's her first one. I'm just proud of her because that's like such an accomplishment.
Totally.
I watched her podcast as she was going through the process of, rough draft and editing. And
what podcast was she?
Maker's Haven.
Oh, yeah, you said that like 5 times.
That's okay. Maker's Haven. Yeah, so I'm just proud of her.
That's very cool.
I have not sat down. I'm on page 6, so I haven't made much progress. And it's not because I haven't wanted to read. It's just... life happens.
That's why Audible is such a blessing.
I know, and I could have done that.
Well, I don't know that would be on Audible.
But I think it is.
Oh.
Or Kindle. You can get on your Kindle or something. But
yeah, you probably get on your Kindle.
Yeah, but probably not Audible yet.
Probably not yet.
But that'd be cool if she did eventually get it on there. But so I'm excited to read it. It's like one of those things where I just, I need to just sit and put my pajamas on and read because I love reading. I love reading books. I just don't. It's one of those things that I don't make time for, and I wish I did because I love reading.
No, I get you because when I was younger, before kids, I was a voracious reader. I was always reading.
Yeah,
and then I have kids, and I'd read them books.
Yes,
but
exactly.
And it wasn't until probably I was about 40. That's about when my kids were 10.
Yeah.
8, whatever. My brother sent me a book, by an author, a Steinbeck book, and on Cannery Row, which I'd read a long, long time ago, but he sent it to me for my birthday, and I just remember because we'd gone to the beach, it was really hot that year, and I started reading this book, and then I was like, instantly reignited into that love of reading, and so... Then as a knitter, you're torn.
Totally.
But that's why I cannot advocate enough for Audible.
Yeah.
Some people say they can't pay attention, but I think you could. I think you could. I don't think it's that hard. But especially if you're in a good book. And sometimes your mind does wander.
Yeah.
That just happens even when you're talking to each other.
Totally.
Who was that?
What were you talking about?
But yeah, I love...
one of my best summers was like, I think... Well, it was more than 5 years ago because we lived in the rental house. So it was like 6 years ago. My next door neighbor, she was like, "Do you like to read?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like to read." And she goes, "Well, I have a whole bunch of books that I've already finished. If you like just..." they were just juvenile type, fun,
Twilight
fluffy books. I don't think it was Twilight, but just romance, but not...
Smut.
Romance. Yeah, just love stories, sweet ones, those kinds of things.
My kind of stuff.
But all different kinds of books.
Yeah.
Books about like girlfriends that got together over summer and what they talked about, those kinds of books. Just fluff books.
Okay.
But anyway, she brought over this big bag and she was like, whatever you want to read. If you don't, pass it on to somebody else. And so that I made it a goal. Like I was like, I'm going to read like 6 of these this summer. And I did.
Yeah.
And I loved it. We had this great front yard where you could just watch people walk by, and I put out my chair out there, and it was sunny out, and I would just come out with some iced tea and just read and read and read. And it was just such a great summer because I felt like, wow, I enjoyed it. It was peaceful.
Because you went a million different places.
Yeah.
That's the thing about reading.
It was great.
It's like reading takes your mind different places in the way that music sets your soul free. You can just go anywhere.
Well, and music brings you back to a certain time and place,
Very visceral,
Totally. So anyway, I'm excited to read that book, and I'm super proud of her, and she doesn't know us. We don't know each other, but I watch her podcast, and and she homeschools her kids, and she's a yarn dyer, so really cool that
she's in the family.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to read that book. But
yeah,
I don't know if it's one of those things I'll wait till summer, when it's warm out and I can sit outside, or if I'll get it done before then. But yeah, so
should we hit on Madrona?
Sure, let's hit on Madrona. I still have some community service. Oh, but what
show
do you think
that.
We should do? Okay.
Oh my gosh, because I just am so in love with this thing, and I'll be ordering one.
Yes. So
maybe for my birthday.
Oh, there you go. That'd be perfect. So Catherine from Bed of Roses, she is in Norway, and if you guys haven't found her, you won't even be able to see it. It's too small of writing, so never mind. But anyway, I love her card. I think it's really cute. But she has, there's a coupon code. That's nice.
Oh.
So 10% off.
Sweet.
You should have one in there, too.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I've been wanting one of her necklaces because, again, Joyce from Ruby Moss Cottage, she had this necklace from Catherine, and I immediately fell in love with it. And it's been a long time ago. But I just kept drooling over them all the time because I loved them so much. But I kept hemming and hawing. And anyway, she makes these beautiful jewelry, and you guys won't be able to see it. I tried capturing it on my Instagram, but it didn't even do it justice. I mean, you can zoom in on Instagram, and I was hoping people would just do that if they wanted to see closer up. But this is knitting jewelry. She has like stitch markers, progress keepers on here. She personalizes it for you. I wanted the letter K on here, and E and B for my husband Bob, and then K for Keely, and then E for Everett and Emmeline. And she did that. She stamped little letters on it. It's so pretty, and I've worn it every single day. And she totally personalized it, because I was telling her I love this color, like that purpley pink, and then I love pinks. I said those are, I love those colors, so she did that. Michelle and I were talking. She's like, do you think you'll use the stitch markers or progress keepers? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I just love it as jewelry, but I don't know if I'll remember that I have it around my neck that I can use it, And
I feel better, because thinking about getting one, I feel better just accepting the fact that I'm not going to use them for that, because I think they're so pretty that beautiful. I really don't think I'd want to be messing with it.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, you can personalize it. It has a little acorn on it and a squirrel, but you can, tell her I like this, or I, would like this. So not only did she, she made this for me. She also sent Michelle and I each a bag.
No, isn't that the best?
It was so nice. And also a, what are they called?
Needle cozy?
Needle cozy, yeah. But she just does gorgeous, gorgeous work. So this is the needle cozy that she sent me.
Her aesthetic, if you follow her on Instagram, you will constantly be
inspired.
It just takes you to a happy place. Seeing the stuff. It's just so pretty.
And her color choices.
Are awesome.
I just love what inspires her. But anyway, she sent me this bag because she knew I love pinks. So
and it goes good with the yarn that you're using.
It does, yeah. I'm knitting my sweater, and then I love camping, even though I haven't been camping in forever. It has tents in it.
Oh, it does?
On it. Yeah, and little deer.
Oh.
Yeah, and a cabin.
Yeah, that's
it's just so, and it's very fluffy. Like, it's very soft. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just so nice. That was so sweet of Catherine. And
is that a big bear?
Oh, it might be. Oh, yes, it's a big bear.
Or is it a cat?
No, it's a bear.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't see a cat out in the woods, would you?
You never know. Cats get around.
Yeah, that's true.
What do they call them?
Nomads or nomadic. Nomadic creatures.
No, they have like a whole name for them.
Yeah, is it?
I'm going to get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, and this is so sweet. I just love it when people send me things.
I know.
So fun.
It's so wonderful.
Oh.
So wonderful. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, Catherine, I'll definitely be ordering because...
Oh my gosh, her stuff's so
especially
amazing.
Now that I see it, because I'm very sensitive with anything touching me.
Yeah.
But I could totally
it's leather.
do that.
Yeah, and you can pick which color leather strap you want. So I like that.
I'm okay with leather touching me.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Sorry. Okay, so let's check this out.
So Michelle hasn't opened her bag yet.
I haven't seen
I left it in there. Yeah.
I know, because I asked her, do you want to open it? And
so whenever Michelle gets packages for both of us, I'm always like, open it now. Let's FaceTime. I want to see it.
I know, and I'm always like, well, don't you want to wait?
Yeah. I'm like, nope, I want to see it. What is it?
I like.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this fabric.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Her fabrics are beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So pretty.
Oh, my gosh.
I love that shade of like steely gray,
I totally
blue.
love that.
It's
That's
gorgeous.
so awesome.
So pretty.
And then this color in the back. Oh, my gosh. I love it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Her quality is so top notch. Fabulous. So yeah, it's all Joyce's. I blame
sweet.
Joyce, but
and a needle cozy
thank you for
me too.
Showing them off, because when Joyce showed off her necklace, it was like amazing. Yeah,
and that necklace is amazing.
It's gorgeous. So check out her shop, Bed of Roses.
Bed of Roses,
and check out our Instagram, because it's just
very
beautiful,
fun to follow.
Beautiful. So thank you so much, Catherine. That was
so now I'm going to have to cast
sweet.
On.
So you order a necklace, and I'll go order the kitchen clutter bag.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I've been I got shell-shocked because I did our taxes. And I can't complain because obviously if we owe this much, it's...
Yeah.
And we already paid a lot, but apparently we weren't paying quite enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have $12,000. So, it's all good. I guess
moving on.
The thing, to keep the silver lining intact is we have it. We don't have to take a loan out.
Right. That's a good thing. Yes.
And apparently we only have it because we weren't paying enough during the year.
Well, there you go.
We thought we were because it sure looked like it. But,
oh, yeah.
But yeah, so not, but that to say that I know I've talked about curbing my spending before.
Yeah.
But this was like,
holy crap. Yeah.
That means that we should have been living off of $1,000 less each month.
Yeah.
Than what we,
Yeah.
So that's it does make me think that I probably shouldn't spend as much on. Not saying nothing.
Right. Well, it's just like bags. It's like I don't need any bags at all. I need to actually purge some bags. But when I see kitchen clutter or when I see bed of roses, I'm just like, they're so pretty and they're so practical, and I know I would use the heck out of it.
Yeah. Well,
so it's hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's just hard to be addicted to all
sorts
of things.
It's a struggle. Oh man.
Oh. So anyway, we went to Madrona.
Yes, we went to Madrona on the train.
Right, because we talked about
and we told you guys that we would, not podcast, but video stuff. We didn't do any of that.
On the train we did, before we even left the station.
5 seconds. Gee, we're such failures.
We're just not into that. I mean, we want to be.
We aspire to be, and we think about it, but then we just don't do it. And then we forget. I know.
Because we were on the train and we were moving and knitting.
Fun. It was
you know what I learned, though, by the next day, and I knew this about myself, but I'd kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
I get motion sickness.
Oh, interesting.
So the whole next day I was sick.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I should have
I was exhausted. Like, when I got home that day, I was so tired.
I think it's because that guy sat with us.
I know.
So we go on our way up. It was perfect. Yeah. And it was assigned seating because it was a full train. And so that was, we were sitting there. We had a great time on the way up. And we get there, and that was all good. Everything. But on the way home, it wasn't as full, you know.
There wasn't assigned seating. You could sit wherever. Yeah.
So we and I knew it was a gamble when we did it. But those seats that have the table, so it's like 4 people would be sitting together.
2 facing each other. Yeah.
We decided to take a table. And it would have been fine until this guy got on and sat right next to me. Yeah. He could have sat somewhere else.
Yeah, there was lots of seats open.
And he was like this older guy, probably about 20 years older than me, I would say.
Probably.
He was nice enough.
Yes.
But I'm instantly suspicious because I'm thinking, why the hell would you sit next to the 2 women? You freak.
Well, I was suspicious too, and I feel so bad because part of me, he kind of reminded me of my grandpa who passed away a couple years ago. So I kind of really liked him. But then at the same token, I was thinking, why is he sitting here?
Yeah.
Why is he just being, I don't know. And I hate being suspicious of people like that because it's like, you want to just trust that he wants to have a conversation and be friendly.
There's nothing about me that says I want to have a conversation with a stranger. I mean, just because you ride a train does not mean you're saying I want to talk to people. Right.
I know. I just felt bad.
Not trying to be a bitch or anything.
And then part of me was like, who's he going to see? Does he have a wife?
Oh, you asked his wife all those questions.
Away?
Yes.
I felt so bad. I don't know. My heart just went out to him. I was like, I want to make sure he's taken care of. I don't know. Because I think he reminded me of my grandpa.
I think, you guys had just a little bit more of an age difference than I had with him. So you could look at him like grandpa kind. Whereas I'm just looking at him like, you freaking dirty old man. You don't have a chance with either one of us, okay?
But he wasn't looking at us in a sick way.
No, he's probably a nice guy, but I just...
And he used to be what was he? Forensic.
Which Dexter.
Which part of me, I know, part of me was like, this kind of freaks me out because either he's lying or he really was one and he's got some issue. I mean, probably some,
He's killing people on the side.
I mean, it just kind of freaked me out when he said that because I was like, oh my gosh. Wow, you've probably seen a lot of...
I mean, he was nice.
Yes, totally.
End of story, but why did he have to sit with us? That's all I'm saying.
I should start questioning him.
I would have had a much better ride home if I hadn't had a man next to me.
I know.
An uninvited guest.
When you feel like, in that situation, you feel like you owe it to each other to carry on a conversation. At least I feel that way because I feel like if he's sitting across from me, I need to talk to him. Because he's looking at us.
Yeah.
So it's that awkward feeling.
I didn't want to look at him. In fact, I text her at one point. I'm like, is he awake or is he asleep? Because I didn't even want to look over if he was awake because then I'd feel like I had to say something. It's like, I don't want to look at you. I'm sorry. I know I'm not a good person, but...
You are a good person.
I am in my own way.
No, it just kind of makes you question. I mean, you just, I don't know, any kind of situation like that, you kind of... wonder.
And of course he stayed on all the way to Portland.
Of course.
And then we got off in Oregon City, but which whole nother story, but whatever.
We had a great time, though.
We did. And we got to meet up with Denise.
Lovely. Yes, Denise.
Which we've known on the podcast here for a long time, and so we got to meet her finally, and that was great.
Yes, that was awesome.
And then our personal chauffeur.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
And her entourage.
Yes, that was so much fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Miss Fiber Doodler.
Yes, she was awesome. And she insisted on driving us, which was so kind, because I'm like, she knew all the places to eat for lunch, like, you know, what we should do. She was a good travel guide.
She was great.
I felt like she really took care of us.
And she took us back to the train station, which we had absolutely no expectation of.
No, exactly.
And her friends were super sweet.
Very kind, and it was fun to eat lunch with them.
It was.
Yeah.
Although, I have a little bit of a thing to say about my lunch.
Oh, wow. Yes.
No, it was just funny, because she's raving about the restaurant.
Yes.
It's a nice place, neat looking.
She eats there a lot. Tracy, she loves it.
It looked like a neat place.
Yeah.
But I order this tofu lettuce
wraps. Yep.
I get a bowl of tofu and a head of lettuce.
Like a head of lettuce.
Like, really, it was chopped in half. I had to wrap my own stuff, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I don't like to cook.
Right.
You know. And if I'm going out to a restaurant, well, nonetheless, food assembly.
We don't want prep, food prep.
I want to take a fork, or if I must, my hands,
right? Just
or a spoon, whatever. I don't want to have to assemble it,
right?
Unless it's fajitas,
right?
I'm okay with
fajitas. Are okay.
I guess it depends
or
on what
ice cream.
Sure, I'll do that.
I'll scoop up my own ice cream.
I'll put my sprinkles on. No,
it was kind of funny.
I was just surprised because
the food was very good, but yours was odd.
Mine was odd.
I was like, did somebody not know how to make a lettuce wrap?
Yeah. So, and I because the lettuce that I got had been chopped in half.
Yeah.
There were no leaves big enough to wrap anything.
Exactly. You were like kind of like piecing it together and just kind of getting it in your mouth.
Yeah, so I just made like a salad on my plate, just tearing stuff up, and I mean that's way more work than I want to do when I go out to a meal.
I didn't even pay you to do that.
I know. I think I am cheap. Cheap labor.
Here you had to do all the work.
I had to work for that
and
meal.
Pay for it.
And pay for it. So I don't know that I'd go back there.
My food was delicious. It was like curry something. I don't know, chicken curry something, but it was good.
Everyone seemed to like their food. And mine tasted fine. It wasn't like, I mean, it was good. It just...
That's good.
It's just kind of funny.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. I'm going to make that for my family.
Here's
a head of lettuce and some tofu.
That's right.
You might want to cook the tofu or don't. I don't care. I could be a good cook again if I just made the right meals.
Yeah, if I just place out the cans and everybody else to see call that cooking, I'd be happy with that.
Things are looking up.
Could be a master chef after all.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the Madrona was good. What did we think of the festival?
I'm glad that we went.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for me and probably you to really enjoy a fiber festival again, we're going to need to go away.
Yes.
Not because we don't love our people here.
Oh yeah.
But to be fair, most of our festivals have the same vibe to them.
Well, the same vendors.
And
yeah.
And so going up to Madrona was fun.
Yes.
I have no regrets for doing it.
I loved it. It was fun.
But I don't know. I just like. Well, part of it is we didn't like the idea of having to pay sales tax.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. We are spoiled.
And I would, I would rather have sales tax because then everyone has to pay it.
Right.
And if we went somewhere else, I mean, even if we went down to Stitches West, we'd have to pay sales tax there too. But
exactly.
I don't know. I think maybe we're both just kind of needing a break from that environment, just because we both have a lot of yarn, we both have a lot of bags, we both, So I think there's people that go to those things just for the social interaction, and that's not my strong suit.
Right.
And so if you're just going mainly to shop.
Well, and it depends too, like what kind of a shopper you are. You're such an online shopper that to you to go to those festivals, you're like, yeah, I already have that, or I bought that, or I can get that at home. I can just go on my computer and buy it. So it's like the purpose, when we first started knitting and we weren't as much online shoppers, we would go to those things looking for.
Totally.
Or looking for this yarn or whatever.
And we didn't already have a stash of 500 skeins, it's like.
I don't have 500. Somebody asked a question about our stashes.
Oh.
Well, they wanted to know like how many skeins or like what it looks like, what our stash looks like, so. I'll answer some of those if we have time.
So, gosh, I don't want to sound like I'm harping on it.
No. It was very well run. I mean,
it was a nice facility.
Oh, the one complaint we had was that some of the booths didn't have the name of the yarn up front.
That was weird.
So we were like, whose yarn is that?
Yeah.
Whose is it? And we really had to kind of hunt. Maybe that's just us. I don't know. It could just be us.
I know, because like you're probably going to look in all the booths anyway, but we still wanted to know.
I wanted to know, that's so-and-so, you know. But so that was, some of them were that way, and that was kind of odd.
And we ran into Leah and her daughter.
Yes,
I think that's the right name. And I can't remember her daughter's name, but she was knitting there. That was cute.
That was so cute, yeah. No, nice people. People came up to say hi. That was super sweet and kind of people. I heard that the knit girls were there, but I think they were like leaving right as we came or something, so I was bummed about that.
We have a way of running people off.
I know, scaring
they're here,
people
let's see if we can get out before they see us.
So I was bummed that we didn't get to see them, because I was like, I didn't even know they were coming, and then I watched their latest podcast and saw that they had come, and so anyway, I was bummed we didn't get to see them. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a good fiber festival.
Yeah.
But we kind of said, once you go, you don't need to go again. But that being said, we did find some unique yarn that we were like, oh my gosh, I've never seen that before, and that's really pretty. And if it was
local, I'm not saying like for Tracy, if it was like 15 minutes from home,
heck yeah, we'd go.
Different story.
Yeah. Just like our Rose City Yarn Crawl. We'll probably do a little bit of that.
But
it's stores that we can go to any day of the week without the crowds.
Yeah,
so why would we go on this one weekend when there's going to be a ton of people? But we'll still make an appearance and go to some of the shops, because we want to support that. And
and Shelly Can is going to be at Starlight on Friday, and I really want to go on Friday, because I know she's got some stuff that she'd had at different fiber festivals that you can't.
Yeah.
Like, I need another pin.
I know.
What am I saying?
I know. But that's the thing. I think we were looking for more unique things, like things that we don't have yet, or things that we and my nose always runs up here. So I think we did. I think we found some things that we had not seen ever before.
Yeah.
And so I think that for that reason alone, that was cool. That was really cool. So
and the other thing too. Yeah, let me just backpedal here.
Okay, all right.
Let me pull my foot out of my mouth. No, because I honestly wasn't saying anything bad about it.
Yeah.
I feel like when I have to try to explain that, I've probably said something I shouldn't have.
No, I think you're giving your honest opinion.
I know, because that's just what happens when I open my mouth.
It's good.
I did take some pictures of some yarn that we liked, and a couple different pattern, like knit up projects, took pictures of the pattern name. So I think what I'm saying is, just because we didn't come home with a bunch of stuff doesn't mean that we didn't get some good input.
Well, and you don't always have to go to a yarn festival expecting to buy stuff. And I think that's what we're learning. I think we're usually the type that's like, what are we going to buy today?
Yes, that's a total twist for me.
Yeah, it is. It's different. Yeah. It's different knowing I might not buy anything and be okay with that.
Right, because that never used to happen.
We used to
now,
always
like the last few that I've gone to, I've hardly...
Yeah, and we didn't buy that much this time.
I bought one thing.
Yeah, but we had fun. I mean, so that's the thing. I don't know how to explain.
That's all we're saying. Don't equate our lack of purchases for lack of fun.
Right.
Because usually purchases and fun do go hand in hand.
For us, they do, yes.
Absolutely.
But no, it was such a fun getaway. It was exactly what I needed. Because I was telling Michelle, I just need to get away. I need to do something different. I need to kind of just get out of my normal routine. And so it was nice to get away. The lunch was awesome. Tracy was wonderful. Her friends were beautiful people and treated us so nicely. And it was fun to get to know some new people. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I concur.
Yeah. So it was good.
So this is my purchase.
Yes.
You can read what it is, since I can't.
Fidalgo artisan yarn and clothing. So they make clothing too.
What?
Yeah. So this is silk shimmer, 63% silk, 23% kid mohair, 10% nylon, 4% polyester, 330 yards.
So it's like a little bit of everything.
Oh my gosh.
Neat.
We had never seen it like this before.
It sparkles.
It sparkles, but it's a colored sparkle.
It is. It's a very different kind of sparkle.
I don't know if you guys will be able to
see it
real well, but
we don't know what we're doing with it.
But it was a little pricey.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't remember what it was, but it was a little pricey.
Maybe $35?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe. But it had lots of different colors, and we just thought we hadn't seen stuff like this.
And it feels nice.
It feels very nice, yeah. The silk in it's very nice.
And did you say mohair too?
Yeah, kid mohair.
Silk, mohair, and sparkle.
Nylon and polyester. Yeah. I mean, so it's a mix of all.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's super soft. So that was fun. Okay. The other thing I bought, which was such a killer deal, because mohair can be spendy, but they had their mohair lace.
And what did you say they're called? Did you say?
Yeah, Fidalgo.
Fidalgo.
That's how I pronounce it. Okay, so this is like a huge amount. How much yardage was it? 495 yards each for mohair. This is vintage mauve. This is Cabernet. But these were only like, was it $16?
I think it was
$16 for mohair. That's insane. Like that, I couldn't pass it up. I mean, I wish now I would have bought like a lot more.
You can go on their website.
I can't,
sure.
Yes, because they had tons of colors. And I did go on there looking for a purple, but they didn't really have not being able to see it in person.
I know, that's hard.
So, but it's gorgeous and fluffy and very soft, and they had tons of colors of this. So that to me was like a steal. That was a very good deal.
That was
for
a good
mohair.
deal.
For mohair, that's crazy.
And kind of in that vein, with my purchasing online so much,
Mm-hmm.
there's been quite a few things that I've thought have been awesome purchases.
Yeah.
But I've also had a lot where if I'd seen it first, I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
So definitely not saying like,
yeah.
I don't want to see us ever get to a point where we can only buy online.
Oh no.
You know?
I prefer to see stuff. Like if I can go to Starlight and see stuff and hold stuff, I prefer that hands down.
I think so too.
Because to me, going online, especially for yarn, bags maybe I could buy just looking at it.
Even then, though, I mean, you can, but
true.
it is really nice to be able to just see it and hold it. And
yeah, I prefer that. And to me, fiber festivals are just fun for that. For that reason alone, just seeing new stuff, seeing what's out there, seeing what people are interested in or what people are knitting.
Yeah, I've said this before, and if I had it all to do over again,
Mm-hmm.
I would not have bought so much along the way in my knitting time, even though it's all beautiful.
Yeah.
Because tastes change, what you want to do changes, and then, I sound like I'm complaining because I've bought too much. That's not it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's all beautiful. Yeah. But it's fun to go to things and have this thing that you get, and then maybe even have something in mind for it.
Yes. Well, there's more excitement tied to that.
Yeah.
Because even with that mohair, I love it, but I don't have a pattern picked up for it. And I hate that. Because it's just sitting there and I love it. And I want to knit with it so badly. But I still don't have, and I don't even know if I have enough of it to put in a project. So I'm like already thinking I'm going to need several more skeins of that. But yeah, to me, knowing you have a project in mind and you're looking specifically, it's like
fun.
hunting. It's like hunting for something. You're looking for that perfect yarn. So
in fact, that Make It, no.
No,
it was the Twin It Up Knit Along. It's a podcaster. I showed the pattern. I bought. Oh, it was a mystery knit along, but I waited till I'd seen enough of it to know that I really liked it. It takes 3 different colors, and I mean, I was so excited. Like, I'm going to get to pick 3 different colors from my stash.
Yes.
But what have I been obsessing over? Different 3 color combinations that I find out.
Isn't that funny? I know.
But I haven't let myself do it because I really do want to come up and like pick out colors and shop from all this.
Yes.
And
no, I know. I'm really trying hard to just do that. I mean, I say that and then I bought all the wool folk. But other than that, I feel like most of my projects have been stuff that I've just had in stash. I'm trying hard to do that more because it's ridiculous. I love it all. Why don't I use it? But sometimes I don't have enough of it. So that's part of the problem.
That's why some of those projects are just going to have to be like...
Well, I think that's why I want to do the...
Pellegrino or whatever
Pinguono, thank you. Because it's going to use up so much yarn and I don't need to buy anything.
Yeah.
It'll be totally fine just stash diving. And I think that's kind of exciting.
I do too.
Yeah.
It is fun.
And just to think of it as just a robe around the house. Like I think it'll be fun just to have
so that when you're sitting there reading your book.
Exactly. I can be comfy.
Yep.
So that's definitely it needs to go on the needles soon. I have the pattern.
Yeah.
Obviously I have the yarn. I just need to get it figured out.
That's the problem. So many patterns, so much yarn.
Yes. Not enough time.
So many projects.
Not enough time. Yeah. Do you want to do giveaways?
We can do that.
Okay.
We do have those.
Yes,
we have the Omagaya.
Yeah.
From last episode, but since it's been 3 weeks, I haven't heard from that winner.
Oh.
So I chose someone else.
Okay.
So the new winner of the Omagaya. Why am I saying it wrong? Oh my gosh. Omagaya.
Mm-hmm.
Giveaway is Beth Bratt.
Okay.
Number 3. So Beth, send me your address, and I will get those out to you.
Yes.
So there was that.
Congratulations.
And then the knit hat kit. This one.
Yes.
From Yarn and You.
From Janine McCarty.
Yep, that's that one.
Felicia, number 37. So So you won the hat kit. Congratulations. And thanks again, Janine, for donating that.
Yes.
That's awesome. And it's still cold enough. I mean, I don't know where you live, Felicia. But
well, since everywhere is colder than us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, not everywhere. I guess there's
a lot of places.
And then the lovely bag from Little Robin Cottage. And
so pretty.
Cute little mini skein
is Knit Tashi.
Uh-huh.
Natasha, number 69. You win the bag. Congratulations.
Yep. Yeah. And beautiful bag. The gift card, the $30 gift card to McMullen's
is Kathy. You are the winners. Cy Dayton.
C.Y. Dayton.
C.Y. Dayton.
Yeah, I think that's
number 82.
Yeah. Or Cy Dayton.
Well, I don't know. Or Kai Dayton. I don't know how you pronounce the C. Is it a soft or hard C? I don't know. But congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our pin.
Yes, our pin.
And we chose 2 for that one just because.
Awesome. Number 66, Susan, twice as nice too. Why do you have the light up sheet?
She said that she loved the episode when we got our light up sheets
from David. That's a favorite one too. I like that one. That was fun.
And then Cindy, Untangled 2011, she liked the episode where we introduced our big ass pins, our last pins.
Yeah, the ginormous, the huge ones. I use that word too much. Yes, too big of pins. Yeah.
Okay, so those are the winners. I think that's it. I don't think we had anything else.
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Okay, good.
Where's all of our questions? Like, I'm wondering
okay, if you go to the thread, it's now locked. But it says row 87 sparkle pin.
Sparkle pin. Okay, there it is.
Okay, but while you're looking at that, I have to show off my tattoo.
Yes.
Because I finally got a tattoo. It's really kind of hard to show, though, on here because, like...
Oh, how do you have to...
How do I do this? Okay.
Yeah. If you just bend your arm, you know.
But I can't. Okay, so I'll insert a picture.
There you go.
But it's a Led Zeppelin thing.
You have it on Instagram, right? Your picture?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
But I'll put one in here.
A better one. Yeah.
So there's quite a story to this tattooing thing, and it's kind of funny.
Yes, please tell.
I'm going to bring it full circle to how it relates to knitting and stuff. So Rebecca, my youngest, turned 18 on the 27th. She'd asked me a long time ago, hey, when I turn 18, will you go get a tattoo with me? I was like, oh, sure.
It's a long ways off.
Yeah, then she turned 18. But a couple months ago, we got serious about wanting to find where we were going to get it done and stuff. So we went down to this tattoo place, Pussycat Tattoo, not far from here. Talked to a guy. I had a picture of something similar to this that I showed him, and Rebecca knew what she was going to do, so we talked about it. And then he asked, okay, just send pictures to this email address, to his email address. So then in the meantime, I had decided to wait on the Led Zeppelin one, even though I love Led Zeppelin. And I was going to get like this vintage lock and keys with a V on the lock, and then each key, I was going to have one for Nick, Renata, and Rebecca. And, excuse me, so I found some pictures, and I sent him an email explaining to him, totally changed my mind, I'm sorry, and but this is what I want to do, but I don't want it to be exactly like this picture, because like the lock of the picture that I showed him was in the shape of a heart, and I told him I'm not really a heartsy person,
right.
And I like more straight lines and stuff like that. And these keys were, I love vintage keys, but these ones were just kind of
cutesy,
kind of cutesy, and that's just not me. And then, so I sent him some other pictures, just telling him, I just want something in this vein, just kind of like this. And I told him, if this is going to cost more, that's fine. Just let me know, whatever. And then I sent him a separate email with Rebecca's picture.
Right.
That's what he'd asked me to do. So then I never heard from him. Like, he never emailed me back.
Yeah.
And so I started getting a little bit concerned. So I sent him another email, hey, just checking to see, whatever. Didn't hear back. So then I went down there one day, but they didn't open till noon, and it was like 11:30, and I wasn't going to sit in my car and wait for half an hour. So I called, talked to a gal, told her kind of tried to do the Reader's Digest version of the story, but, let her know. And she said, oh, yeah, it's all fine, blah, blah, blah. Then I get an email back from him saying, okay, got it. Just that. And I'm like, okay, so he's seen him. Cool. He's not wordy. That's fine. So we get down there for our appointment, and he's like, okay, he said something about, referencing our tattoo, whatever, and or who we were or something. And I said, yeah, I emailed the crap out of you. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, like I could tell it kind of had annoyed him a bit. Or at least that's how I was reading it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's a freaking
tattoo. My body.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be on there the rest of my life.
So he goes to the computer there, and because he's obviously going to pull up the pictures so he can do the template and all that. And a little while later, he's like, I need to talk to you. I guess I didn't see that you wanted to do something different.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that was why I emailed you.
Yes.
Because I know you don't know me, but I don't email people just for the hell of it. Right. I'm not bored and lonely.
Right.
I don't just
not looking for a date.
I don't email tattoo artists just because I want to chat.
Right.
But he didn't know that about me.
Right.
And then he just sees the picture. So then he's like, it's okay. We can make it work. And now, okay, bear in mind, I'm nervous. I've never had a tattoo. I didn't know anything about anything.
Time.
Yeah. And so I was kind of stressed. Mm-hmm. And even when I'm happy, I have a resting bitch face.
Right, right.
And so when I'm stressed, I must look like I'm about to freaking crack. And because even a gal that was in there, she goes, are you nervous? And I'm like,
down?
I was sitting. It's like, yeah, I'm just kind of nervous. She's like, oh, it's all going to be fine. I said, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll feel better once I know what's going on.
Right.
And she goes, oh, well, they walk you through. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. This guy doesn't know what he's tattooing on me. I mean, I was really disturbed by this because I had tried to do everything in my power.
Right, to do it correctly.
Except changing my mind. But I mean, it's a tattoo. Right, do people not change their mind?
Right,
Isn't that like the whole point? You change your mind before you get the tattoo?
And you didn't change your mind the day of.
Right.
Like, it had been days. You let him know
Apparently,
ahead of time.
It would have been better to change it that day. So just don't email the guy.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you're going to annoy him.
So he brings over the
portfolio,
the sketch.
Oh, okay.
Of, the one that all he'd done was basically trace the one that I'd sent him.
Yeah.
Which, had he read my email, he would have known that I didn't want that.
Right.
And there were all these different things that I wanted.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'm like, well, okay. I don't really like so I'm trying to and I could tell he was getting frustrated, and I was frustrated, and Rebecca's just kind of rolling her eyes, And so he goes back, he makes a few more changes, he resizes it, brings it back over, and I'm just like, okay, fine. And so he's like, okay, well, I'll just go make the thing. And so he goes back over, and then I'm just like, Rebecca's like, what's wrong? I mean, she could tell I wasn't, and I said, come here. This isn't going to work for me. This is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
We're talking about a tattoo with my kids' names.
Right.
It has to be what I want.
Right. Yeah.
And it's being tattooed on my body.
Yes.
So I said, let's just do the other. Let's just do the Zoso one.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And I got a little bit, I was like, look, I tried to do everything right.
Yeah.
That's why I emailed you, which apparently wasn't the right thing to do. And I'll never email you again.
Yeah.
But, so I was kind of borderline bitchy.
Right.
But I'd already given a deposit.
Right.
We'd already spent all this time there. It was for Rebecca's birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose the deposit.
Right.
I wanted to get the damn tattoo.
Yeah.
But we were not off to a good start.
Yeah.
And I was not feeling like I would have left. If it hadn't been for losing a deposit.
Right.
And
Rebecca's birthday,
I would have been out of there because I was annoyed.
Yeah, especially when someone's going to be inking you.
Yes.
And you don't have a great vibe with them.
Right.
It's like, you better do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there. So then he tries to start a conversation. Well, what do you do for work? I'm like, I don't work. I'm not going to give him an inch. I'm like, I'm pissed now.
Just get it done.
We're not getting the tattoo I thought I was getting.
Yeah.
We just spent over an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, so. And he says, well, do you do anything? And so I say, yeah, I knit. Because I'm thinking that'll shut him down.
Right.
Where do you go from that?
Exactly.
Except that he tells me, oh, my wife's big into knitting. Yeah, she works part-time at some at a yarn store.
Oh.
I go, oh, which one? Like Moonlight or...
Oh, gee.
You mean Starlight? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, gee.
Like, oh, my God. Your wife works at my favorite knit shop.
That we go to all the time.
And, and she dyes yarn with ritual dyes.
Oh, gee. Oh, my God. So your mood immediately changes.
It did.
Hi, how are you?
It did. I instantly was so much more forgiving because he was now part of this circle.
He gets us.
He's like one of the family in a way.
So if it would have been a tattoo of knitting, he probably would have had no problem.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Who would have guessed?
Rocked it. Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting, like, kind of introspective here, like. Yes. I was so annoyed until I found out that he had an in with my world.
That's right. He got it. He understood it.
You know, like, and then I was so much more forgiving. Yeah. And I thought, why am I not just like that?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Why was I, like, so pissed off? I mean, I wasn't so pissed off or I would have left. But
right.
I was having that internal battle of being annoyed and stuff. And until then. And then it was like,
it'll be fine.
He didn't understand. It's okay.
Well, I think it's just you have a lot going on when you're going in to get tattooed.
Yes.
I think it's a lot to think about and to process.
Especially your first one.
Yeah, so I think when things don't go perfectly, it's just like when you go into labor to have your kid. If everything's not done just right, ready for you, you start kind of panicking.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's a normal, reaction if things aren't going just right because they're chill. They're like, it'll be fine because they do it all the time. But for you, it's your first time, and you want it to be just
so permanent.
right. Oh, yeah.
You know.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I would totally understand being that way. But
and I am a planner. Like,
yes,
I'm very impulsive when it comes to shopping for yarn and bags and stuff, but not something like a tattoo.
No.
It was so weird to me that people went in that day.
Yeah, and just picked out something flippantly.
And got their tattoo that day. Like, they just come in and they did it, and they were in and out of there before he'd even started on us. And I was like, do people do that? I mean, absent of being drunk, I can't even imagine. That's just not how I roll. You know, we go in over a month in advance. Right. And now, if we hadn't gone in that soon, this probably wouldn't have happened this way because we would have had more.
Well, but you would have annoyed him more with your emails. So I don't know if it would have gone well.
In his mind, yes. I don't know, but then he was apologetic, and up to that point, he'd been kind of having some attitude with me too. I annoyed him; he annoyed me. So, but then once he was apologetic, and we kind of had that common ground, then
you're best friends.
Yeah, we're like
he's coming over for dinner.
He reads my emails now,
and he responds right away.
I will never email the man again. Ever. And when I do go get my next tattoo, I'm not emailing them either. In fact, I'm never emailing anyone.
You're just going to get drunk and go in.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? They make you initial and sign this thing that says you are not drunk.
Right.
Isn't that funny? I mean, that's not my thing per se, but I don't think there's anything wrong with getting drunk and getting tattooed.
Who doesn't do that? I mean, I think a lot of people do that. Don't you think?
Yeah, totally.
I think there's so many stories about
Buffett
people.
He wrote a whole song about it. Yeah, so
I think it's more rare to go in sober.
Maybe so.
Probably, don't you think?
I would have.
I mean, I would go in sober. I'm not I wouldn't get drunk and go. But I mean, I think a lot of people, that's their story of I got drunk, went in, didn't know what was happening, woke up with a tattoo.
I think that everyone should have the opportunity to experience that in life if they want to. Wasn't my thing,
right?
But yeah, so.
You would have been calmer, though, if you had a couple drinks. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
You're not
For one thing, I would have had to pee all the time. I haven't been drunk in so long, I don't know what kind of drunk I am, except that I'd probably fall asleep.
Well, then that'd be good. You'd be in a restful state while he's tattooing you.
I don't think that happens.
You don't?
I'm not saying that it hurt like a mother. I'm just saying.
You wouldn't have been able to be lulled to sleep.
Don't think I could have been, asleep. Yeah.
You should have videotaped that. I should have come and videotaped
it. But darn, we didn't. I was in no mood by that point. I was just
just get it done and be done. Yes.
But it all worked out well. I absolutely love it.
Well, good.
I will totally get another one. I will go to work on
designing it now.
Yeah. I can't honestly say that I'd go back to him.
Yeah.
I can't rule it out because I feel like now he'd actually really try to
please you.
Yeah,
he has your work on his arm. His work on your arm.
Yeah, his work. Yeah.
It's kind of your work.
I don't think anything of mine is on his arm. I mean, I don't know. But I was thinking of that tattoo place that's by Starlight. You know, that was right next door, and now they're just a couple doors down.
Yeah.
I might like their look.
Yes, they're amazing. I had thought about going in. They're booked out quite long. I think you have to get on their schedule, you know. But I do love their look.
Yeah.
It's really
so
pretty.
I mean, I don't think I need to go to the same place
again. No.
Especially when it wasn't like I think it ended well. Yeah. All is well that ends well.
Right.
I think it's fine. I wouldn't diss the guy. I wouldn't give him a bad review.
Right.
I think it all worked out. But it wasn't my favorite experience.
Yeah. It's not going to go down in the books as, But you have a good story to tell, you know,
right.
and that's what
and
life's
I learned
all about.
A lot.
You did.
I mean, I learned a lot about
yourself.
Yeah,
it's a learning
very
opportunity.
telling.
Right.
Excuse me.
So it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah. So
I figure those are the things that you remember, though. If things go smoothly all the time, you don't have memories.
Right.
It's like the times that we camped and got rained on, and like a storm came, and we felt.
So you're advocating for post-traumatic stress, is what you're saying?
Not really. I guess things that you can look back on and laugh at. Yes.
And I think that should
sad.
be most things.
Yes. So I think you will be able to look back on your tattoo. I mean, we're laughing.
We're laughing. Yeah.
I think hopefully they're laughing.
It's totally fine.
It's fine. Yes. And you got it. And it's not a sticker. It's a real tattoo.
It's a real tattoo.
So. And Rebecca, does she love hers?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We do.
So how was it for her? Was it painful for her? Did she think it was fine?
Yeah, no, she kind of went into a different place mentally.
Yeah.
Whereas I was making all sorts of faces and stuff just to be a goofball, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's how I deal with stress.
Right.
I either get really bitchy or really goofy.
Yeah.
And I'd already done the bitch route. So
Moving on.
Yeah, ship sailed. So, but you know, I mean, it like there were parts of it that really hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't compare it to any other tattoo location, so I don't know if this
Right.
is like a really that shouldn't have hurt that much,
Yes.
or if, you know. But it's fine. I mean, it not to any point where I'd be like, oh, I don't want. Whereas like having my tooth pulled, I never want to do that again.
Yeah, no way.
And it was faster and stuff, but I would definitely rather have another tattoo.
Yeah.
I'd rather have another colonoscopy than another tooth pulled.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that really is down there.
I pretty much almost do anything rather than go to the dentist.
I know.
Period.
We've
talked about that.
I know, and so you really need to go.
Did I tell you though? Okay, so I took Ev to this cool. It's this cool coffee shop in Selwood. It's this train caboose type thing.
Oh, the tea place.
Yeah, tea type. Yeah. I'd taken him there when he was little, but not since, and he loves trains and stuff. So I thought, let's go. I'm going to go there. So we go there, and you climb up this ladder onto this, like, I don't even know what you call it. It's a seating place. You climb up a ladder.
Seating
Well, so him and I went up there with our drinks. We were sitting up there, and a little girl, she was there with some friends, and she wanted to come up and sit with us. And I was like, yeah, come on up. So she came up and sat with us, and we were talking and stuff. She looked at me, and she goes, you have really yellow teeth. You know, you can go to the dentist, and they get it. I just was like...
Is her dad a dentist?
No, I don't think so. Okay. So I immediately went home, and I talked to Emmeline, my daughter. I had picked her up from school, and I was telling her about the story and stuff, and I said, yeah, this girl, looked at me and said, oh, you have really yellow teeth. And Emmy was like, oh. And I was like, do I have really yellow teeth? And Emmy was like, well, I mean, Mom, they're not, they're just, you have that one, And I was just like, oh, my gosh. So I went home, immediately went on Amazon. I bought teeth whitening, the LED light thing,
Gosh.
So now I've been doing it for like, I don't know, a week or so. And so far, I feel like they're a little whiter. But I have this one tooth that when I was a kid, I had braces. And I was doing like this. I was on dance team at school.
And I was at your hair, so
I was doing this dance move, and I fell and hit my teeth on I had a captain's bed, so wood, and so these two front teeth, went up into my gums, and luckily I had braces on because the braces helped a little bit, not go too far up. And so I was crying. I was like, what's going to happen? I had to wait till the next day to go to the dentist. They pulled them back down. And the dentist said, we're going to have to wait about a year to see if that one turns black. If it does, it means it's dead,
Right.
Luckily, it didn't die, but it is kind of a little yellow. It's yellower than the other one. So I'm hoping that one's going to keep turning. I mean, you're supposed to do it for a month, 21 days or something.
Oh.
But it's interesting. And then I bought this like charcoal and coconut toothpaste. It's supposed to help remove stains. But it was funny because I was reading what causes stains, and they were like coffee, tea, red wine. I was like, yeah, I do all three of those. I love red wine. I drink coffee
morning,
every day.
noon, and night.
I drink tea, every day. So it's understandable. But anyway, it was just funny because I immediately texted my husband. I was like, yeah, I just bought some teeth whitening stuff from Amazon. It's coming in 2 days because this little girl
is so funny.
told me this.
My teeth are so icky.
My
and
gosh.
You know what? I mean, this whole thing of people having super white teeth,
it's a little freaky.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little freaky because sometimes they almost look like they glow in the dark.
Right.
Like, seriously. I don't feel like mine are that nowhere near there yet. I still look at them, and it's funny. If I look at them in my bedroom, my bathroom mirror, they look whiter. And then the minute I get into my car and look in the mirror there, I'm like, nope, they don't look any different. So I'm like, I don't know if they're any different. I keep asking Bob, I'm like, do you think they're whiter? He's like, yeah, I think they are. But I'm like, depending on what mirror I look in and what lighting, I can't tell. So we'll see. I'm giving it the full 21 days. I read all the reviews. Everybody was like, it's the best. It works, So,
several years ago, I had our dentist do it.
Yeah.
And this was like many years ago.
Yeah.
Paid probably close to $1,000. It was a
Yeah,
lot
see,
of money.
this was only $50.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's come down a lot in price.
And it was a total letdown.
Was it?
And it hurt, like the bleach or something. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's like it just, it was just awful.
See, this stuff, they toted that it has no sensitivity, and I've noticed nothing.
That's good.
So I've been glad. The only thing that's hurt is my jaw, which is funny because when you have the thing in your mouth, it hooks up to your phone.
Oh.
It plugs into your phone. That's the LED light you get. But you have it in there for 10 minutes. And I think when I have it in, I'm doing my makeup and stuff. I'm clenching, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so today I haven't done it yet because I'm kind of giving my jaw a break. But I think I clench when it's in there.
Probably.
You know?
Interesting. Yeah, things have changed a lot. I mean, I just have too much. I think I've just had too much work done on my teeth. So a lot of the fillings are the color that they had matched with my icky color teeth. Oh, yeah. And those aren't going to change.
No, and that's why I wish I could go in and have the one that's slightly discolored. I wish they could just paint it or do something. I mean, they have to have something like that nowadays where they can just let's paint them all really, really white.
Well, yeah.
Why can't they? I don't know. I'm sure they need to invent something like that. But.
Treat us like we're movie stars.
That's right.
Make us look better.
And do it all for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. So that would be nice. But
cool.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got on that subject. I don't even know where I went with that. Sure. But yeah.
But okay, good for you. I'm sorry that the little girl traumatized you.
Well, kids are honest. That's the other thing. I was like, if the little girl's going to say that,
honest, but they also lack perspective. Okay.
Yeah, I should have told her, honey, give yourself another 30 years and you will be just like me.
Yeah. Well, let's look at your teeth, sweetheart.
That's right. When was the last time you went to the dentist? Yeah.
Do you floss every night?
But it made me think I need to get into the dentist. I need to do that.
Do the stuff.
Yeah, do all that stuff. So, yeah. But at least I'll hopefully have whiter teeth by the time I go in there, maybe. I don't know. But my daughter bought another teeth whitening thing, and she tried doing it, and it made her want to vomit. So it was a different one than the one I got.
Interesting.
So, I don't know if the taste was... I don't know. Mine didn't taste like anything. So.
What do you think of the coconut charcoal toothpaste?
I like it. I mean, it's black. So when you're brushing your teeth, it's like black. But it's supposed to help kill germs. The LED light's also supposed to help kill germs, which was interesting. I didn't know that. But when I was reading on it, they said the LED light actually helps kill germs that cause plaque, that do all this stuff. So the LED light's a good thing anyway.
Does it kill germs on your hands?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, instead of hand sanitizer, we could just whip out
that would be nice. That would be nice instead of a chemical. But the charcoal toothpaste, it's interesting. It has like a slight minty flavor.
Not coconut?
Slight coconut, but mostly I taste the mint and charcoal. I mean,
you taste the charcoal?
A little bit, but I'm okay with that. Okay. I don't know. Knowing that it's scrubbing and it's really because at first I was brushing my teeth with baking soda. When I was a kid and we couldn't afford toothpaste, my mom would pour baking soda into a little cup and we'd get our toothbrush wet and dip it in it and brush. And it tastes horrible, but once you brush your teeth, it really gets stuff off because it's kind of gritty slightly. And then once you rinse your mouth, it's sweet. It's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, baking soda's really cool. So I was starting to do that while I was waiting for the treatment to come because I thought I'm going to just try to scrub.
No day is going to be wasted in the effort to get my teeth white.
Right. Taking full advantage of every opportunity.
Honey, I bet that her dad was a dentist and he just tells her, go tell people.
Go tell that old lady she needs to get her teeth whitened. They look really bad.
That's funny.
No, but I've always known. I mean, I admire people that have really nice white teeth, but sometimes they do look a little too white.
Yeah.
Like glowing.
Well, the worst part about it is it just makes
you feel worse about your own teeth.
Granted, mine are worse than normal, but for people that have just normal range color teeth, everybody except for those people look like they've got crappy teeth.
Exactly. The scale has changed.
The scale has changed. That's exactly right. So.
Exactly. The bar has been set even higher now.
Sure, I approve.
Oh my gosh.
But I've just given up, so it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm like, as long as I have my teeth by the time I'm 6 years old, I'll be happy if I still have my teeth. So.
Or at least most of them. You have to accept some are going.
They can't all stay there.
They can't.
Some have to go.
Nothing lasts forever.
That's true. Hopefully by then we'll be growing our own teeth. Replacements. I want to be like a shark and keep.
You think that's
teeth.
coming?
I think
somehow.
So. I think so.
What genetically do you think's gonna? I mean, evolution things have changed, and so
I think they will figure out. I think they will find some way. They probably already know, and they just haven't told us yet. But I think they will have some way of growing more teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why not? That'd be nice.
I'd like to lay golden eggs too. But I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I'd take one
Anything's
for the team.
Possible. Dream
saying
big,
I'd
dream
enjoy
big,
it,
Michelle. Not dreaming big enough.
Final product would be worth it. Or platinum, whatever.
Whatever is your fancy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So should we answer any questions?
Sure, we have a couple minutes before we hit the 2-hour mark. What you got?
Well, people were asking questions on that
We
thread.
love the questions.
So I thought we should refer to these questions.
We will.
We will, yeah.
Several times.
Yeah. Okay, so Oregon Knitter 64 asked, and I don't know what part of Oregon you're from, we'll have to find out. She said, I'm pretty new to your podcast and love the fact that you are both so real. No pretense, nothing almost is off limits. Do either of you do other crafts, sewing, needlepoint, crochet, etc.? You may have said in an episode, but I'm still playing catch up. LOL. So what other crafts do you do?
I used to do other crafts.
Mm-hmm.
I was into stamping, card making, and scrapbooking for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, cake decorating.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, I would say. And I don't do anything else now besides... I mean, knitting is just too much of an obsession.
You tried bag making a little bit, did you say that?
I did try to sew a little bit. And it was fun. I did enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know where people get all the time
to
do stuff. And I don't work outside the home anymore. I keep the house running, and I'm just kind of at everyone else's disposal.
Right.
You know.
You're everyone's personal assistant.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
But I don't feel like I have an abundance of time, and like I don't know how people do it that work full time,
right?
And then have all these amazing crafts that they do.
Yeah.
So, no. How about you?
Same thing. I mean, I did a little bit of cake dabbling. My mother-in-law was a cake decorator for years, so I took a class of hers. I've painted a little bit, but I'm not good.
Oh my gosh, I took a watercolor class one time.
Just had fun.
It's awful.
Yeah, I took a watercolor class. I enjoyed it, but I'm not great.
It was too stressful for me.
It's stressful.
Yeah, because I was so bad.
Totally. Sewing, I've just sewn a bag with you. I sewed one with you and then one with Angelique. Tried cross stitch, dabbled with that.
I wish I did. Is that the one where you take like the embroidery kind of thing?
Well, there's cross stitch and then there's needlepoint. I don't know.
I think don't do that to my sweater.
Oh man, sweater.
Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Nina.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I used to do drama and I used to do singing.
And that totally counts.
So that's but honestly, I wasn't that great at that either. I loved drama.
Just chill. We're almost done.
And singing was fun, but I feel like that's sailed. Like I feel like I can no longer do that anymore. So I think that's probably it. Yeah. Okay. No, and crochet I dabble in.
Yeah, I can make a chain.
Yeah. I mean, I've done blankets, but it's easy stuff.
Yeah.
This one, Bork P. would like to know how we met. She said she's sure. We've talked about it before. She said she's sure it's a great story.
I don't know. We want to get into that now.
I know. Okay, here's a cute one. Shirley Knits 123 asked, "Are your husbands yarn enablers, and how do they explain that their wives are celebrity podcasters?" Which we're not. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, have you ever been in public with your husbands and recognized?
Okay, are they enablers? Mine is more of a tolerator. I would say.
That's a good word. My husband appreciates what I knit. Like when I knit a sweater, he's like, "I can't believe you did that." Like that's
so nice,
cool, you know. But as far as like, but he allows me, like he gives me so much freedom to just purchase what I want. Like he's very free with that because he knows that it's my one passion, and he has passions of his own that he buys thing. And I shouldn't have said passion for men. I don't know. It sounds bad. He has passions. I mean, he loves guns, firearms. So he does that. So to me, it's like we both have hobbies that we like. That he understands that I have a hobby. I understand he has a hobby. So we both mutually expect that we're going to want to purchase things. So.
And they seem to be pretty good sports about the fact that we do this because it does take time and
totally. Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever been out with my husband and been recognized. The only place I've ever been recognized from being from doing this is at yarn shops or festivals.
Right. Yeah.
And he does not go to those with me.
I think that's probably the same with me too. I can't think of a time that, because he's not with us at those things. So yeah. So.
That's cute, though. We appreciate that you think
Yes, we appreciate that. It's very sweet. We're really not.
Someone asked if Nina gets jealous of Oso. I don't know if they asked it on that or just a comment, but yes, she does.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay, we'll just do this one. Then
Okay.
we'll call it good. If you could spend, this is by Candy Pickle Toes. She said, if you could spend 10 minutes interviewing any person, dead or alive, famous or not, who would it be and what kind of questions would you ask? That's a hard one.
Yeah, I need way more time to
I know.
think. I remember seeing that and thinking, that's going to take some preparation to think about that. And would I really only get 10 minutes talking to him? I
know. Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd spend all that just trying to remember what I was going to ask.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to think on that because I can think right now what I'd say, but I don't know. Anyway, should we stop at that?
Maybe.
Okay.
We didn't dive very deep.
I know we didn't really answer it. Answered 1.5, maybe.
We'll get back to that next time.
But we're going to use this list and come back to it.
Yeah, totally.
Because I think that you guys asked awesome questions, and I always feel bad when you guys ask a question and I don't respond to it. So I feel like this is a good forum to answer some questions, and we'll talk maybe next time about how we met, because we did talk about that on one episode. And somebody else asked how we met, and they said, I know you talked about it in one other episode, but I'd be curious to see if it changes or if it's different how you
if
say
Leslie's
it this time.
Gotten a little bit nicer, reminiscing about our early days as friends.
That's right. We've come a long way. I'm not so scared of her anymore.
Good.
She doesn't intimidate me as much.
That is so funny.
I know. You were a different person back then, though.
I still stand by certain principles, though. Knowing where your sex offenders live,
right?
And stuff. I mean,
but you're not as like
uptight.
Obsessed with that,
Yeah.
Because I think before you were like in your kitchen having the map up. I mean,
there was no map on the wall. No, I'm telling you.
Did you mark it? You marked it, or maybe you had a list or something. It was a list or something. Okay, it was a list of sex
that was in
offenders.
a thing on the wall that I could pull out and show you.
All the facts.
But when your kids are young, I mean, I'm not. Now I worry about who they're associating with, but they're 18 and 20, so I really don't have the same level of,
control. That's true.
But
that's true. Yeah.
You'll never make me feel bad for that.
No, I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, like,
she's
wow,
insane.
She's safe. Nothing's gonna happen bad to her kids.
Well, there's no guarantee of that.
No,
ever.
there's
but
not. There's
they
not.
did. They made it to.
They made it.
They're both adults now.
Yes. So. That is true. And they're not overly paranoid about things.
Yeah, no, not too bad.
Okay.
All right. Boy. Well, I think the dogs need to go out, and I think I'm the only one home now. So, you guys want to say hi to Nina real quick? Come here, Nina.
Yeah, and we're right at 2 hours.
Oh, good. We have a little bit to cut out.
So we're sorry that it took so long to podcast. My sister moved.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the weekend. She moved last weekend, so that was what I was doing, was helping her move. So that was like a lot to do. So
we just don't really like to do it midweek.
Yeah, we were trying to think about doing that, but then the lighting's bad, and we had snow last weekend too.
Did.
So it was like getting together was kind of
okay. Yeah, okay. I know.
Potty time.
Yeah. Jeez. See the demands I have to put up with?
I know. See, you can't have a
job
outside
is why I'm busy.
Of this. That's right, you're busy.
Letting the dogs in and out all day. It's what I do.
You do it all the time.
All day. and then sometimes forget about them out there. And anyway, as you can hear, so bye.
Have a happy 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you then.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. You know?
Let's do this again tomorrow. Don't worry.
So much to talk about. Yeah, don't be scared.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Bye.
Bye.